And we are coming down in 3, 2, 1.
Why'd she do that? Just like said my name. Like I was ready to go. She ruined everything. Well,
we can play it again.
I think we should play it back.
Let's play it again. Hold on.
We should probably just stick to this.
Just go for it.
Welcome to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your host, Cupcake the Riddler. I'm
it
joined
was
by
abrupt.
Machcine Washable.
Nip. Orangutan souls.
It's like because you're wearing orange?
Yep.
No, it's because his nipples are huge.
Oh my god. And the Red Baron.
No.
And Rebecca,
Pull!
What's going on over here?
I don't know. She's trying to do anything she can to sabotage the show. She just wants to get back to the house so she can drink Smirnoff Ice Raspberry and watch Raw.
Those are mine.
I believe that. I believe you have those in the house right now.
No, I kind of wish I did have them, though. Just pound like 10 of them.
Watch your mouth.
You couldn't drink 10 of them in an hour.
Probably not, no. I kind of missed the hour part.
So I want to start this off by saying I saw this challenge thing when we got home from Black Hog on Saturday, which we did a live remote at Black Hog.
Yes, show's now posted.
Actually, Kendall and I are drinking brewery-exclusive beers. We'll get to that, though. But I saw this Instagram post. You ever seen those things where it's like it posts like the 6 foot by 6 foot pizza, and it's like you and 3 friends, you have an hour to take or whatever. So we saw this one. It was like you have 10 minutes to eat this for $10 billion. Who you getting to help you? It was a 20-piece McNugget, 2 large fries, 2 McDoubles, and a large drink. I don't need anybody's help to do that in 10 minutes.
For how much?
$10 billion. I would rather try it and fail and get no money than give $5 billion to somebody else for something I should be able to do.
Take me through that order again.
20-piece McNugget.
Yep.
2 large fries.
Yep.
2 McDoubles.
Mm-hmm.
And a large drink.
I think I've ordered that before.
Now, the kicker, I guess, would be, like, there were about 20 sauce packets.
I could use all the sauce.
So I don't know if you have to use all the sauce, but I would put those down like shooters. I would have those microwaved for 8 minutes while I'm eating the food, and then just start liquid hot shots.
Oh my god.
8 minutes.
I don't know if there'd be anything left. It'd just be like a crispy, like, whoa, look at this crunchy.
There you go, like a fruit roll-up.
Just rested on your tongue.
I chose you, Kendall.
Oh, well, thank you.
Because you're gross.
I am gross.
I would choose anybody here. I would feel even Rebecca, because she could eat the fries.
Not in 10 minutes.
I could just pick at him.
No, but like every fry she eats is one less fry I have to eat.
This is true.
I'd save the soda for the end, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Really just slam it.
And you kind of want the ice
You know what
water
happened to me,
down,
though?
too.
You know what would happen to me, though? I would burp and vomit all of it out by accident, and then I'd lose the money. I'd be so mad. I'd be like, come on, give me $1 billion to eat the vomit.
Double or nothing.
They're walking over with the check, and you're just, no!
So rip it up.
I'm about to be... No! Souls, what are you drinking?
Today I'm drinking Passion Fruit by 2 Roads.
That's not what it's called.
Is that a fragrance?
Yeah. Can you actually just say the name of the beer?
I did.
It's not called Passion Fruit. It's called the Tanker Truck Series Passion Fruit Goza.
Okay, whatever.
It's right there. It's right in front of you. The Tanker Truck part is right above Passion Fruit, and the Ghost is probably right underneath it.
See, I didn't read the little label.
It's all one label.
No, it's little.
Little words on a big label. Machcine, what are you drinking?
I have care of the Red Baron.
Why is there a rubber band on it?
Kyle's just
Right.
being an orangutan.
Hey, first of all, you didn't notice until you saw it.
No, I saw you do it.
You didn't notice till you noticed
I have the Brooklyn Brewing Summer Ale.
Now,
My beer is sweating.
no. Yep. Did you get that from the Red Baron?
Yes, he brought my beer for me today.
Did you
I owed
buy
him.
that for him?
Yes.
Okay, so that's not the Brooklyn Summer Ale that's been sitting in your basement for like 2 years?
No.
Because those don't age.
No.
That's actually probably bad now. Baron Red.
From Black Hog Brewing, I have the barrel-aged Bush Pig Saison 2018.
Brewery release.
Bottle number 14 of 192. Early on.
Yeah, we went to Black Hog on Saturday. We did a show that'll be on the network soon. Hope.
Oh, it's up and running.
Oh, it's already up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Rebecca's usually pretty slow with things.
We got it last night, I think, at some point.
Yes.
I also have a Black Hog beer, part of their Bomber Series. I have the barrel-aged Granola Brown Ale from Black Hog. Bottle 254 of 392. The 2017 vintage.
Vintage.
Get out. Just leave now. We're done. This is over. No one's ever saying Gren Benz again. No one ever says it after that time. And you get one Nutcracker Sweet from Mike.
I'm 4.
Like he furled his lip up to say that.
Toast of Excellence, Red Baron.
Mine is to the hate that Tom Brady's getting for the cliff diving incident.
Oh, with his daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's the deal. I don't have any issue with someone taking their 6-year-old.
Oh, I don't either.
You do what you gotta do, but did you see the video?
I can't.
He jumped way before
Yeah.
her, so it looked like he yanked her off the cliff into the... I was like, haha, that's funny.
I get it's so stupid, but any negative attention for Tom Brady, I'm in. I'd like to start a rumor myself. I just haven't thought of anything good enough yet.
He reaches around Home Depot and plays in the shower.
Rob
Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
Souls?
My toast of excellence is to Michael Leake of the Seattle Mariners. Took a perfect game into the 8th inning, lost it in the 9th.
Seattle Mariners just won the World Series
They did.
last night. Real grueling 7-game
It took
World Series.
it took a long time to win.
Yeah. As a team, we hit probably 4,000 home runs, and I think we hit 2 in the World Series. Everything died out at the wall. Everything. We got frustrated and decided to play a game at the Polo Grounds, and I hit 2 balls to dead center at the warning track. I couldn't believe it.
I feel like of the sports games we play, I mean, you guys have played more collectively as of late, but anytime you have this amazing season, and then it's the World Series, the Super Bowl, we just suck. And I don't know why that is.
Sometimes Jeff sims the World Series.
Well, it's David DeCastro is usually my reason.
But,
So-
Kendall, you're also a World Series champion.
Yeah.
Oh.
We didn't make mock.
No, we did. We traded him to the Red Sox.
Nice.
There's an ongoing joke, and I can't remember who the player was last time they traded Mock for.
Oh, it was Aroldis Chapman.
Was it?
Yep.
That's right. We traded you to the Yankees. So you
It
couldn't
was
be
it
upset.
was Aroldis Chapman. No, it wasn't the Yankees.
No, you ended up on the Yankees. I remember
Oh.
that.
I didn't know that part.
And
But I
then-
was traded.
Yeah, you went to the Yankees. Your batting average dropped about 36 points. You hit no home runs since you were traded, and eventually got put down to the minors.
Yep.
We traded back for you, though, to trade you again.
Yeah. That's why Kyle sucks.
What's your toast of excellence, sir?
My toast is to Tim Duncan joining the Spurs coaching staff. Like it a lot.
Like a whole lot?
Whole lot.
Mine's to all the inductees into the MLB Hall of Fame, especially Harold Baines. Yeah, Harold Baines.
Oh, man.
A lot of people don't think he belongs in the Hall of Fame. I don't care.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah, but you know who did? The people that care. You don't care about the Hall of Fame, Kyle. I'm surprised you didn't say Roy Halladay.
Well, he doesn't deserve to be in there.
Well, I knew someone else was going to do that. I wouldn't be a dick like everyone else is to me. Kendall,
I would never do that.
you
Jim.
always take mine.
Mine's also
What?
to Odell Beckham Jr. for just catching as much heat as possible before the season starts. Big fan of that.
Ooh, I'm not familiar with this.
He did an interview for GQ. He was on the cover of GQ.
Okay.
And he said, basically what he said was the only reason the 5-11 Giants were getting primetime games was because people wanted to come see him, and he was insulted that they traded him.
I think he felt some type of way about being traded because he didn't want to be traded.
Oh, I think he wanted to play his whole career in New York.
That's what I mean. So I don't.
What if they traded him to the Jets? Would have been okay.
No.
For me, no. But really, I
Better
don't
than
think
the Cowboys.
way better than that. Yeah, that would have been the worst thing ever.
No, Patriots.
But- Yeah, fair point.
Because, I mean, at least then you're giving a good quarterback a good weapon. You're not giving an average quarterback a good
Yeah.
weapon.
But that's why I don't. Odell didn't want to be traded, so I think it definitely hit him some type of way. So he's going to be on the FU Giants tour this year.
I just would give anything for 1 year realignment for the Cleveland Browns to be put in the NFC East.
What's up, Bob?
Just love to see the 2 matchups. Bob Souls?
Bob Edwards, Uncle Bob, tuning in.
Oh, hey Kendall.
Hey, how are you?
Well, I saw you watching.
Oh, thank you.
So, yeah. Yep. All right.
Crack him.
So something you need, if you're going to be the one to initiate the Crack'em, you need to have like a super unique, like I want you to say like Crack'em Yack'em or something like that.
Crack'em Yack'em.
Come on, you're into that.
God, all you do is rhyme all day, and now
Now, he's thinking about it. Wheels are turning.
Whacking and cracking it.
You know what rhymes
All
with
right.
souls, right?
bowls.
Todd Bowls. Todd Souls Bowls. Now remember, Kendall, we can't give bad reviews about this beer no matter
Oh, I
how much
won't.
we dislike it.
But yeah, as Paul mentioned before, I mean, this past Saturday, we were able to go down to Black Hog Brewing in Oxford, hang out with Tyler Jones, Lord of the Liquids. Brought us through some of the new stuff coming out down at Black Hog. Took pretty good care of us. Got to sample some great beers coming. I think Kyle had a pretty good time. What'd you think? What'd you think of Black Hog, Kyle?
The back of this bottle says drink.
They were very, very nice people there.
Kyle found a sour he liked.
Beer sour. I'm just kidding.
I tell you what, I was surprised to find a sour that I liked, because I really don't like those at all.
Try this.
Nah, I don't want that. I was really only on board to try it because I like strawberry flavored things a lot. So I
more
went
soury than the other one.
They make a celery sour now.
Ooh,
That's hot.
Kendall.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
What did it even taste like?
Celery and salt.
All right, I guess, yeah.
And you're going to have to like it because you like all beer.
That's not true.
You're gonna have to try
He
it.
doesn't
I'll
like all
try.
beer. He drinks all beer.
I know.
Yeah, get it right, Kyle.
If we bought him a 30-pack of it and locked him in a basement, he would drink it.
Why would you have to lock him in the basement?
Because if it was a celery beer, he would go into his car to go out and get different beer.
Right. This is actually a perfect segue. So today I had some downtime, and I had some Johnny Walker Red Label that I put into a decanter that actually Riddler got me. I finally got a chance to fill it, but I had
Which decanter?
it's just a plain one. Like, it came with martini glasses.
I think it's made out of
I bought
pine.
that a long time ago.
A long time ago. Finally got a chance
Nice
to use it.
pine wood.
And you put Johnny Walker Red in it?
So I had got a handle fairly cheap. So I just put it in there.
I mean, fairly cheap.
I don't remember how much I paid for it.
Did you buy it in New Hampshire?
I did.
Oh.
I did.
But Johnny Walker Red?
I wanted it to be like my everyday scotch.
Yeah, but even that, like,
I
gross.
I prefer like the double black, but it's something I got because it was fairly cheap. So
Oh, yeah?
I had some. Yes, Kyle. Thank you for derailing my. So I had a little left over, and in the freezer there was these lemon like ice pops. that were
Sick.
past their prime. So I melted those down and poured the rest of the Johnny Walker in with it. It made like a lemonade scotch thing. And it wasn't bad, but it was pretty disgusting.
You're a bad person.
I didn't feel proud as I was doing it.
I can see. Oh, these popsicles look like they could melt down to
I had one
mixer.
separately the other day. I'm like, this is awful. It was all like freezer burnt and like there was like goopy. So I'm like, hey.
They make adult popsicles now. Like, you know the ones that you suck on and like have the sharp edges and they cut a little
Yeah.
They make booze ones of those now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought he meant pornography.
What?
Porn star pops. Collect them all.
We should get a box of those for the show.
This one tastes like Jetta James.
Try and get through an entire box.
You wouldn't do it.
There's only one in the box. So, sure.
Well, no, I thought you meant like the.
Like a package of them?
Yeah.
It's like, I think there's 8 in a package.
Oh. I was hoping it was going to be like a netting of like 100.
Jesus Christ.
I know the logistics doesn't add up, but it would have been cool.
You and Kyle would contribute 4 each, and then Kendall
I know.
would very easily go through 80 of them.
I can eat ice pops.
Yeah, but the problem is like we don't have the capacity to keep them frozen. So it's instead
Eat
of
them fast.
just gonna be drinking a bunch of warm, piss-colored booze.
I'm in.
I know you are. Souls?
Yarp.
Well, what do you want to talk about? This is your show.
I know we're diving right into it.
Well, I'm asking you.
Well, we'll start off with Kendall's got us a whole bunch of stuff.
Got us some paper here to look at.
Because we got
If you're into that.
the MLB trade deadline coming up soon.
And I went through.
Easily the most boring of the deadlines.
False.
This year might be different though because there's.
Still boring.
I don't think so.
Still boring.
Why?
Actually, the football deadline is worse because no one gets traded.
Actually, last year the football deadline was crazy.
the football deadline's not real. It's not a real thing because
But
players don't get like. It's not players. It's always just picks.
Well, that's right. Last year we saw a lot of players get traded right around the deadline. But I mean, why is the baseball one boring?
I never found it interesting. It's always like all this like anticipated shit for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then like the top guy never goes anywhere.
Well, one thing I could say that would kind of aid Paul's opinion is a lot of like random stuff happens throughout the season, like leading up to the deadline, like a bunch of minor moves and stuff that happens like in through AAA and AA that doesn't really impact anything. So it's just it kind of I'm
Not even close.
So help me out. Just listen to me.
Like, it's always like the top team trying to add the top player available. Like you get in the NBA and the NHL, it's always like a bunch of teams that are in it adding contending pieces to help round out their roster and make them a better team. But it's like all the other teams, it's just always just like we're gonna go out and get the best guy. Fuck every other need we have. Fuck them all. We're gonna get the best guy. And it's just boring to me. And you always have like it's only like 2 teams ever in on one guy. It's not like there's really ever a competition for anybody. Like, the Yankees are just going to get them all. That's just, like, the Yankees are going to get Greinke, and they're going to get the other one.
They ain't getting Greinke.
Stroman. You guys aren't getting Greinke. You guys aren't getting anybody.
Well, we'll get somebody.
No, you won't.
I was going to drop this pen over here.
No, it's just boring to me.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. I have here all of the team's needs going into the trade deadline. Some of it will be kind of generic, but I'll pitch to you what these teams need, and
What's up, Pete?
you guys will kind of like, how can we help these teams? And Souls, I know you're itching to get involved here, so let's just get started, shall we? And you guys on Facebook, if you have anything to jump in, please join us. The Arizona Diamondbacks. It's a dry heat, as we know. Big thing they need: pitching prospects. At depth for Weaver and Duplantier. Right now, the Diamondbacks sit in second. May look to trade Robbie Ray, who was 8-6, with a 3.92 ERA. So looking to possibly trade him high and look to build for next year, depending on what happens during the season. So, obviously, we kind of know any. Souls, you know any prospects that would or anything that comes to mind for you? What, in your opinion?
Well, it's tough. He doesn't have a big market, Robbie Ray.
Right.
He's a guy that doesn't throw enough strikes. So, but he is a lefty, which is a very important need. Teams like the New York Yankees will probably look at him. The Phillies would probably look at him. But the Phillies won't give up their number one arm to go get him. And their minors for the pitching are pretty weak.
He's going to the Astros.
That could be a good fit for him, too.
Yeah.
That's where he's going.
The Diamondbacks are interesting because it's the type of thing they could either, play well down the stretch, or they could just drop off very hard. It's a very kind of teetering time for them right now.
They're another team. I mean, they're playing decent enough to where they can kind of sell high on these guys and get a good return. It's not like they're completely a dumpster fire where, they don't really have any leverage. Their players are playing well. They're trade chips anyway.
I just don't think the Diamondbacks think they can win now.
That's what I mean. But they're winning enough to where these guys are relevant. It's not like they're, this 30-win team that is just lost. I mean, they're having guys play well, so they still have value. It's not like an Oriole.
Good on the Diamondbacks? All right, the Atlanta Braves. They sit in first place in the NL East. Souls is making a face that, as a way I feel also, as being NL East
the
fans.
best team in that division. By far.
So, a big need for them are relievers. So, they do have the third best bullpen ERA in baseball. The problem is it's injury-ridden and kind of young. So, if they could add someone, doesn't have to be like, a playoff vet, but someone who kind of has more, to offer and who's been in bigger situations, I think that would be a good addition.
If I'm the Atlanta Braves, I'm calling the San Francisco Giants for either Will Smith, Sam Dyson, or Tony Watson. any one of those three guys could help your team.
Do they need a closer?
Yes and no.
All right, guess we'll just move on from that.
Well, no, because it's tough because Luke Jackson's been pitching good enough to not be removed, but they could probably upgrade him.
Yeah, they could definitely upgrade. I mean, it's not playing out of position. That's not the right thing to say, but definitely could do better.
Good.
Here's an easy one. The Baltimore Orioles, they can use a prospect of any kind. Team already has a bad system playing up professionally, and the farm system isn't that deep either. So anything, any moves they could make whatsoever isn't a good move for Baltimore. I mean, can you guys even speak on this?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, all right.
Baltimore's in a tough spot of where they have no talent at the major league level where anybody wants. And their minor league system's awful as well. So they can trade away, like, their best player, and they'll get, like, a 17th to 25th ranked prospect.
I think right now they can get a decent return for, like, Trey Mancini.
But I don't think they're going to trade him because they need somebody.
How old is he? Do you know offhand? I mean,
It's like 26, 27.
so he's still got to be under team control for what, another 2-3 years? So I mean that right there is a guy that's playing at a high level right now that you can get a return for. You can get, 2 prospects for him. That's a team they got to completely overhaul.
They did.
When?
Just kind of happened.
but I mean they need to rebuild. I mean, until the Chris Davis contract is gone, they're stuck with him.
That's not hurting him because nobody else makes any fucking money on that team.
But even still, I mean, you can't go out and sign anybody knowing
Well,
that
they can't go out and sign anybody because nobody wants to go there.
Well, right, and that's kind of like the biggest thing that's hurting them more than, on top of them having no talent, no one wants to play there. So, like, if by some stretch they could attract, let's just say, a random big name, and like someone else like joins, it's got to be kind of like waves. Like, all right, hey, I want to play with so and so. Then, hey, well, we can afford this guy. But that's not even happening. There's not even an interest level. So that's kind of the biggest thing hurting them more than
Right now, the
nobody.
Orioles' best prospect, like 2 years away.
What position?
Center field. They acquired him for the Dodgers last year
Okay.
for Manny Machado. But they're going to be bad for quite some time.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. After the Machado trade, they had to lean into rebuild and acquire the.
Well, here's the thing:
farm
they
system.
had a chance to trade Adam Jones. They elected not to. I mean, I guess somebody could use the services of Jonathan VR.
But that's what
But that's all you
Mancini
got.
has value. I mean, they have, they traded what's his name, Cashner there.
He's bad.
Yeah, but even still, like they got to move these guys while they're still good. I mean, Mancini.
Yeah, but like you say, Mancini, but who else is good? Everyone else, like their whole starting rotation, ERA is above 5.
Trade for pitching prospects. Like Mancini has value.
No, I get that, but I don't think they're going to trade him because he's the only piece to have for the future and now.
Yeah,
They got a lot of work to do, and honestly, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know where you start, but
sell the team.
yeah, start over. Guess we can move on to the Red Sox of Boston. Could definitely use pitching. Right now, they're teetering at third place. Porcello sits with a 5.61 ERA. They added Cashner, which is whatever.
His first start.
Eovaldi has come back, I believe,
He'll be out of the bullpen though.
and we don't know if he's going to be 100%.
He's overrated as fuck,
So,
anyways.
That's kind of where the Red Sox stand. All the starters aren't pitching particularly well.
No.
just across the board. I think Chris Sale's like 4-9, and they all have ERAs of 4 pretty much.
It's kind of incredible because they have so much money invested in their starting rotation. It's got to be close to $100 million, if not over, per season. I mean, Price is making, I think, 30. Sales at least 25, right? I mean, Porcello's getting paid. There's so much money invested in that
Yeah.
rotation, and now they have to go out and add more. It's unbelievable.
Well, it's just, a lot of these guys are, I'm going to not say old, but on the older side. They're not pitching deep into games. And
They don't have the bullpen to deal with that.
right.
Do you think they regret not signing Kimbrel?
They should.
Because they're looking for a closer.
That's another team who should be saying, San Francisco, what do you want?
But I mean, it's mind blowing that this team spent so much money on their starting rotation, and now they think they're going to have to go out and get one of the top guys at the deadline.
Just to contend.
Yeah, that's the Porcello signing was bad.
Yeah, he's so up and down.
Yeah. Well, I think he was with the best of intentions. That was their thinking,
The one good season he really had was when the Red Sox offense was just absolutely unstoppable. So, he didn't have to go out and dominate teams. He could give up 4 runs and they were scoring 6.
Yeah.
It's just...
I think the Red Sox are going to be looking to buy from the White Sox.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be trying to get Abreu and or Colome. They don't have to give up as much for Colome. It's not as big of a name. But his whip's under 1. He's 7-0 in saves. His ERA is 2.25 or something, 2.3. And the Red Sox GM has always liked Abreu. And they need more offensive firepower.
Could probably hit a bunch of home runs in Boston. I
just don't think the White Sox are going to do anything.
always like,
This might be the year they trade Abreu.
yeah.
Seems to come up every year.
No, this year there's way less interest to trade him than there ever was before. They were always looking to get more for him than he was worth, and now he's worth too much.
I was like a sock for a sock. So we'll see if that happens. Anything else on the Red Sox? Chicago Cubs. They sit barely in first. Big need for them is pitching. Hamels will return. He's been injured, and actually injuries have kind of been the biggest issues for the Cubs starters.
Andrew Darvish.
Tyler Chatwood, yes. Average kind of spot starting, and they had one of their prospects. Help me with his name. Adbout Alzove. Alize, perhaps. He did not really perform like they expected. It just wasn't ready. So that with Hamels coming back, Darvish, the starters should improve. Not that they were pitching that poorly to begin with, but need of middle relievers, to kind of take them, to the stropes.
You know what I'm about to say, right?
I don't.
They should be calling the Giants.
Well, I should have known. A lot of teams would be calling them the Giants.
They have a lot of good bullpen arms. They just don't fucking need them because they suck. Get to their back in it somehow because the Mets can't beat them in extras.
Yep. We'll get to that later.
But
She goes, yep.
But yeah, Cubs need relievers, and wherever they can get them. The team itself, I mean, the lineup is hitting. They're playing fine. That division's just kind of weak.
It's funny how you can add, even just one reliever, and it completely changes a bullpen. If you just get one guy that can just consistently shut down, just an inning, 2 innings.
When we get to, I'm sorry to interrupt. When we get to one team that's gonna, what you're describing is perfect.
Yeah.
Anything else on the Cubs?
Nope.
We'll go across town. For the White Sox, they sit in third place. A big need for them is the pitching prospects. Giolito has been a breakout star, sitting at 11-4 with a 3.12 ERA. The rest of the rotation is approximately 16-28. Team is hit and can be competitive in 2020 with just more
health.
and
I think the White Sox should just stay where they're at.
They don't need to do anything. They have pitching prospects. They just called one up. The other one had Tommy John surgery, and their ace for the start of the season had Tommy John surgery. Next year, they're going to have 4 solid arms. Young, they're going to make mistakes, but they're going to have 4 out of 5 of their starting rotation set in stone when the next season starts.
If they were to do anything, they should trade one of those relievers. But that's it.
I think there's hopes. I mean, I don't. Is Nova going to be a free agent or no?
Nova's just a guy just to fill in.
Right. Well, I guess I'm saying. Like, I mean, I don't. He's not an answer, but I mean, he's
I
not.
guess like a starting needed team could use him,
He should go to the Brewers.
but
He's the best pitcher in baseball against the Cubs.
I don't know.
The Cubs can't hit him. They couldn't hit him when he was in Pittsburgh. They can't hit him as a White Sox. He just fucking shells them. Should go to like the Brewers.
we saw Nova live.
Yep.
Nova, Cub killer.
I called a home run off from Ichiro off him. Bach didn't want to go to that game.
Wasn't able to.
All right. Anything else on the White Sox?
They don't need to do anything. They shouldn't do anything. They shouldn't get rid of Abreu. It would be detrimental to the youth in that organization.
Well, yeah, and I don't think that like for the White Sox, the only thing I think that could improve them would be if they added those prospects to build for the future. They don't have to make any.
They still have
drastic
prospects.
moves.
That's the thing. They still have prospects coming up. If anything, they're a team that doesn't need to add prospects. They're a team that can deal prospects for a big name guy, but they are still trying to figure out what they have for the future. So acquiring a big guy name by the means of giving up prospects is stupid. They want to bring a big name guy and they need to sign him, not trade for him.
Yeah. And I think they can be competitive in 2020. They follow the script.
I think they're a playoff team in 2021.
All right. Best jerseys in baseball. The Reds.
Sell.
Did you see the thing I tagged you on Instagram? The Reds jersey?
Oh, yeah, I did. I
thought
did.
you'd like that.
Sell.
So the Reds currently sit in 5th place. They need young hitting. Jeanette, Puig, Iglesias will be free agents at the end of the year.
China hasn't even played this year.
Joey Votto is 10,000 years old and isn't really playing
Terribly this year.
Yeah, and Reds ranked 26 in runs scored. So
They're still not as bad as the Tigers.
this is true.
What the Reds need to do is trade Luis Castillo,
Not the one who dropped the fly ball for the Mets.
but this is a pitcher.
His nephew.
I just wanted to be known.
He has 4 years of control after this year. He's 22, already a Cy Young candidate. Get what you can from him. Sell some of your bullpen items because they're very talented in that area. Michael Lorenzen, who can pinch hit for any team. That guy fucking hits bombs.
You think they should move Votto?
I don't think anybody wants Votto.
I think a contending team would have him come in. I think that Votto can still contribute to a contending team, even if it's just on the bat. I mean, I know he's having a down year, but he's still a talented hitter. If he can get in and just focus on hitting, he can contribute.
Yeah, no argument on his ability. You know, it's the type of thing. Sometimes you got to take a step back and either not do so much or
Yeah.
And he's not 25.
It's that change of scenery.
Yeah.
I think if he went to a contending team when all of a sudden he's like, oh man, I'm playing for something now, I think you can light a spark on him.
But the Reds have a lot of talented arms in that bullpen, too. All very young. You can get something for them.
Are they young, Kyle?
All right, let's move on from the Reds. Don't much care for them.
I like the cutoff jerseys, though.
Yes. Best jerseys in baseball. The Cleveland Indians, they sit in 2nd. Couple needs. They could definitely use some bats and perhaps a starter. Corey Kluber and Carlos Carrasco, IL. Pitching has been decent, not great. Outside of Carlos Santana and Francisco Lindor, the lineup has been pretty stagnant. So go out and get perhaps better outfield bats.
The Indians need to decide what kind of team they are. Are they going to win games, or are they going to lose games? Like, if they don't think they're going to do it, then sell these guys. Build around Lindor, and get what you can, and move forward.
I think there was sort of a surprise, kind of like a resurgence.
Yeah.
They started playing a little bit better down the stretch, and like, wait, can we do something with this?
Yeah,
but
and I know we're going to talk about the team later, but the same with the San Fran Giants. Like, they're not going to win anything. If they hold on to everybody and just stay put, you're only going to hurt yourself in the end.
The Indians are in a tough spot because they have a lot of guys underperforming who last year were all-stars. Jose Ramirez, for example. If he catches fire, then you got a serious team. Right now you don't. So they're in a tough spot of, hey, do we trade these pitchers or do we keep them?
Right.
And Carrasco has leukemia, so he's probably done for the year. And Trevor Bauer, Mike Clevenger just came back, and you have Bauer, who doesn't want to be there. He expressed it. So you need to at least get an arm out of them.
Yeah.
I think Bauer's going to be gone by the deadline. Like you say, he doesn't really want to be there. There's teams that want him. I think he's going to be moved. He'll probably be the first big piece that goes.
We'll move on to Colorado. The Rockies sit in 5th place. Big need starting pitching. All the starters have high ERAs, which to some degree it has to do with Colorado, but not everything. Kyle Freeland and Peter Lambert and Jeff Hoffman have very underperformed. Last year, Freeland played pretty well. I don't remember what his numbers were.
He finished 4th in the Cy Young voting.
Yeah. So I guess, if they were to make any moves, the Rockies have some bats on the older side that could make an impact on other teams that could move for starting pitching.
I think they're going to stay put. Can't give up on those kids yet. All those kids are 24 and younger. They're going to hit a rough spot in their career. Rather have it now than later. It's tough to trade all those guys. Nobody wants Daniel Murphy. He sucks.
Put it back on the Mets.
He'd be welcomed. Maybe.
They have Arenado. They have Story. They have Blackman. They're not going to trade those 3 guys.
No, I don't think
So
they
it's
would.
just you got to keep that team where it is.
But I think someone would trade for Daniel Murphy. I think somebody desperate would trade for Daniel Murphy.
The Cubs.
But again, I mean, he's a guy that has playoff experience. I could see a contending team trying to grab him just to kind of add that presence. He's been there before. He's cost a team a World Series, but
He also got him to a World Series.
I know. But, I mean, that a thing like playoff experience is very valuable, especially, I mean, in any sport, but in the sports where it's a best of 7, to keep a level head for a 7-game series is different than like in football where it's just one game. One game decides it.
Right. So Rocky's going nowhere fast. So we'll see. Best team in baseball, the Detroit Tigers. They sit in 5th place. Need hitting prospects. Tigers have one good thing going for them. They have a very solid group of pitchers in the farm system, double AAA, or somewhat close to making moves to making their way up. So maybe in the next 2 years, those pitchers will be together up. Team, in my opinion, is kind of in full rebuild form. Perhaps you can trade away Matthew Boyd or Shane Green for something.
So any major league talent you have,
Yeah, just start from scratch.
trade Miggy.
Yeah,
You don't mean that.
I mean, I think the fans would be sad, but I don't know.
Get the guy the hell out of there.
He got to play in one World Series.
He played in 2.
He played in 2?
He won 1.
Oh, well, I take it back. I'm sorry. For the Tigers, I'm thinking,
They were a good team back then.
Yeah.
Now they suck.
So eloquently put. Do you guys have anything to say about the Tigers? Anything?
They're not very good.
Anything you could add player-wise, or no?
They're another team. I mean,
Those are the only 2 players worth trading.
yeah, sell what you can. What do you got next, Red Baron? Sorry.
The Houston Astros. They sit in 1st place. It's tough to critique a team that sits in 1st, but I guess a starting pitching has been good, but could use a 5th spot perhaps. All starters are 500 or better. Lineup's been solid. All I can say is bring back LJ Hose. That could be the best thing they could do.
The Houston Astros should go acquire Madison Bumgarner.
I tell you, I don't think they need to go get another top-end arm. I mean, if you can get Bumgarner, you would get him, but they have two, in my opinion, elite arms at the top end of the rotation. I don't think they need to spend that price to go get Bumgarner.
So, it's only happened, we'll call it twice. So you can't really call it a strategy, but it's worked. Doing the thing, go get the veteran arm.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Like I said, I do think they can use another starter, but they don't need another top-end guy. You already have Verlander, you have Garrett Cole. Their lineup performs very well. They don't need to go out and get Bumgarner. It's not a bad thing if they do. Bumgarner's the best pitcher available at the deadline right now, but I don't think they need to spend the asking price to get him because they don't need the top end ace role, in my opinion.
All right. Kansas City Royals. They sit in fourth place. The biggest need is prospects.
Well, they need fans.
Their starting pitching is an absolute joke. Homer Bailey and Martin Maldonado are gone. Perhaps move an Ian Kennedy or Billy Hamilton.
They should also move Whit Merrifield.
Merrifield's got some value.
He's a platoon guy, can play anywhere, makes your lineup better. He has value.
Was he an All-Star this year?
No, last year.
Last year.
I don't even know who the Royals All-Star was.
Might
have been him.
I was say, why was it not Whit Merrifield?
See, the Royals are kind of in a position where we won't call it a full rebuild, but
they're a talented team. They really are. They have talented players in their positions. They're young.
Merrifield's another guy, though, that any contending team would probably salivate to get him. Just for the fact that he can play anywhere.
Second, third, first, right, left, center.
But that's right. He can play anywhere. So you get a contending team. You're going into the postseason. You can stick this guy anywhere, and he's going to play solid baseball. He's got a good bat. I think you're going to see teams jump at him. Kind of look at like DJ LeMahieu this year. The Yankees put that guy everywhere, and he's performing very well. That's going to be a highly sought after thing, in regards to Merrifield.
Right. The Los Angeles Angels. They sit in third place.
Trade Trout.
A big need would be starting pitching. Current starters are approximately 11-20. Their lowest ERA is 4.67. Lineup has hit well. Currently hitting well anyway. And I just want to sprinkle in here that Matt Harvey is a bust.
He got designated for assignment.
Did he refuse the assignment again?
I don't know,
but
sucks.
Mike Trout is the best player in baseball. There's no argument there. In my opinion, I think the Angels signing him to what they did eventually will end up hurting that team because there's nothing there. The team is bad.
They can't do anything until Pujols is off their books.
Yeah. But even still, they need an entire team besides center field. They need an entire their team is bad.
Otani's okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
No argument there.
But we don't know what he's going to be when he's back on the mound. He's batting well as a DH. But the team's just not good. And yes, they locked in the best player in the league, but to me they could have gotten probably an entire farm system for Mike Trout. Plus like the staff. They could have gotten anything. So it's not bad to have Mike Trout on your team, but they needed a lot more than one guy.
Yeah.
It's amazing where they're at. Put 51 wins, I think.
Yeah.
You mean that's high for them?
Yeah, right now. It's amazing that Mike Trout can get them to win that many games.
He's an incredible player. There's no denying it.
you can't say he's not a winning player. It makes him a lot better.
Of course.
He can only drive in 6, and you give up 35.
But that's what I mean. Like, and that's the point I'm making, where they need more than one guy, and they could have gotten any player plus in the league for Mike Trout. So from a team moving forward aspect, it wouldn't have been the end of the world if they moved him for 9 starting players. But my opinion.
All right. Fair enough.
He'll be a Yankee. He'll be 38 though now,
38,
not 37.
Well,
10-year deal.
That's how it goes.
Well, I guess he could still be there at 37.
Yeah.
Trade him in the last year. Come be a DH.
The Dodgers sit in first place. Starting pitching has been solid. Lineup has been solid. I guess they could use relievers.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's another thing. I mean, similar to the Astros, they're a team. The lineup's in good shape. They'll probably get a couple of depth guys just because the waiver deadline isn't there this year. But relievers, pitching. Every team.
They'll
needs
call the
pitching.
Reds.
What are they going to do?
They're going to call the Reds.
Oh, Reds.
Really, I mean, there's no playoff contending team that would say we can't use more pitching.
Yeah.
There's nobody.
Well, the boy Rich Hill is coming back, so
Yeah, Mach fucked up. He chose Rich Hill over Hanshi and Ryu.
Yep.
hey,
Hey,
what are you going to do?
fantasy baseball is the dumbest thing.
All right, the Miami Marlins. They sit in 5th place. Pretty bad team, as we know. Could use hitting prospects very badly. They have the 8th best ERA in the National League, and they have a very promising pitching prospects in their system there. But I guess in the minors, they're very weak bat-wise. So any hitting prospects would be good for the Marlins moving forward.
If they move anybody from the rotation, they're stupid.
I agree.
They have a very good young, talented rotation.
The only person I really see him moving is Castro, and it's just for prospect talent in the to see what they can get. I mean, Castro's. I'm pretty sure he's making a lot of money. Granted, they're not paying anybody, but it's not like he's setting the world on fire for them. So I think if they moved on from him and kind of let some young kid come up and see what they got, it's not gonna they're not gonna lose more games.
Like they might give away like Miguel Rojas, who's playing pretty well, or Neil Walker. They might,
Still playing.
yeah,
Real deal, Neil.
they're not going to get a lot for him, but something.
Yeah. Yeah, not much you could say about the Marlins right now.
Very good rotation now.
Yes. The Brewers of Milwaukee, they sit in 2nd. Biggest need for them is pitching. Brandon Woodruff and Zach Davies have been good. The rest of the rotation has been piss poor. Major help needed in the bullpen. I put Bumgarner ? Because why not?
Either him or Mike Minor would be good for them. And who should they call, Kendall?
The Giants?
That's right.
I see I'm catching on. I should know by the orange you're wearing.
Talking New York.
Yes.
The Giants should just... Giants might get a lot of prospects this
They
year.
should just have an auction. Go ahead, 25.
Hey, we got a Bumgarner. What do you?
Gently used, too. Any other comments on the Brewers?
No.
Starting pitching.
Yes. The Minnesota Twins currently sit in first place. Desperate need of relievers. Taylor Rogers has been very overworked. Mock had made a point earlier. I can't remember what team we were talking about. But basically, it's one guy carrying a major part of the load while the rest of the bullpen is not doing a whole lot of anything. Tyler Duffy, not really doing
They need to go get a closer.
Yes, because right now, so Rogers isn't a closer by trade. He's just
He's not the closer now. Blake Parker is.
but he had some close.
He has
some
some
opportunity
saves,
saves
yeah.
that closes. Well, I just said that.
He closes some
He
doors.
closes.
But Blake Parker is their everyday closer. And they traded Fernando Rodney.
Yes, they did.
He's bad.
Still does that stupid hat thing. Grow up.
What do you got?
The New York Mets.
Sell everyone.
They currently sit in 4th place, in need of prospects. So, I mean, let's be real here. The Mets, this is going to be their lineup for at least 2 more years. What you see is what you're going to get with this lineup. It's going to be just this. Zach Wheeler, Vargas, and Frazier will be free agents at the end of this year.
Let all 3 of them go.
And, yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
The Mets are probably going to do this year what they should have done last year and just sell the farm and rebuild.
Stop getting old guys.
Yeah.
Stop getting guys past their prime.
I don't argue
Should
with
change
that.
their uniforms.
Yeah.
New logo.
Any team that wears that kind of like lighter type style shade of blue in New York sucks.
Facts.
Let's talk about the Giants.
And the Knicks,
And the Knicks, yeah. Good call.
Rangers.
Yeah. I think, Mets just go back to the black uniforms and call it a day.
I think you guys should adopt purple and green uniforms.
That's right.
Be
Terrible.
different. Be different. Pretty good jersey right
You
here.
guys should be the New York Barneys.
The Barney Rebels. All right. Nice.
Keep McNeil, though. Don't trade him.
No, I don't.
They do. I think the Mets, I mean, they have to trade. They
You
signed
guys should-
DeGrom, so it's not going to happen.
You guys
but-
should trade Todd Frazier for Clint Frazier.
Frazier for Frazier.
But Syndergaard should
And
be
Walt
moved.
Frazier.
If you can move Wheeler, do it.
Can't. He got hurt.
He should be back
A
though.
lot of teams were like all in on him, and then he got hurt, and they're like,
But it was. I thought it wasn't
Hurt again.
bad.
now it's worse.
Oh well, he's a Met.
Yeah. So I mean, like as far as the young,
Get rid of Vargas now.
right.
Nobody wants him, but still.
As far as the young bats for the Mets go, it's very promising and looking very good. However, we got a bunch of other garbage hanging around, so it kind
Well,
of
Peter Alonso home run derby really fucked him over.
well, that's kind of how it goes. But maybe he'll return to form.
He did have a pretty cool thing, though. He snapped the bat over his knee. Easily.
Did he strike out on that play?
Yeah.
No, it was a home run.
No, it just didn't look like it looked like he hit the ball in the video I saw. Like it didn't look like the ball went like over the plate. It looked like he hit it and then he just snapped his bat.
So, have you ever tried doing that?
Yeah, I did it with an aluminum bat last week.
Nice.
Right on the handle too.
Talking Yankees next.
We are. Yankees sit in first place.
They don't need to do anything. Everyone thinks they need to go out and do all this shit.
So I
They're the best record in baseball, and they have for a while.
I agree, Riddler, but I guess this is one thing I could say is that perhaps a starting pitcher could help them because let's say the Yankees stay in first throughout the rest of the year. The pitchers, we're talking Sabathia and Tanaka.
German, Hap.
They tend to give up a
And
lot of
Paxton.
hits, and the teams that are going to
Schubert.
probably play against them, be it the Twins, Rays, and Astros, they hit pretty well. So if you can go out and find a guy, who can, maybe sure up the end of a rotation somewhere, perhaps
See,
he can get more of a fighting chance.
I think that we're going to see the Yankees go out and get 2 starting pitchers. I think they're going to try and grab one of the top end guys,
Wow.
and I think they're going to grab a back of the rotation guy. And I think that because I think CC's going to start getting kind of pitch count, his innings limited to try and save him for the postseason. German's on a pitch count. So I think they got to add a top-end guy with playoff experience. I mean, the dream is Bumgarner. I don't know if they'll pull the trigger to go get him, but I do think that they'll add.
Cashman's a stingy fuck.
You heard it here first, folks.
No, he thinks he could get everybody without trading anybody. How it works. Frazier's going to have to be gone.
Yeah, do that. There's 74 outfielders on the Yankees. Trade them.
Get rid of Stanton.
I would love it. If they could trade Stanton for a high-end pitcher, I would be all about it.
I feel like Yankees fans really gave up on him pretty quick.
Not so much that we gave up, but I mean, the guy played a season, came out this year, been hurt all year, making a ton of money. Like, if they were able to move him for something they can use, I wouldn't be mad about it.
I'll put him in left field in the Phillies.
So I mean, like I like Stanton. There's no hatred for him, but
Brady's building a bigger case for himself in free agency. It's already 2 for 2 with a double and a 450-foot bomb.
Oh, there we go.
He's got 4 RBIs.
Who are they
and
playing?
The Marlins.
But
Teeing off against
But
the Marlins.
still, he still has 4 RBIs in 3 innings.
But I mean, if they could move Stanton, I wouldn't hate it. But I would love to see them go out and get a Bumgarner. I mean, even Bauer has playoff experience, and just anybody that has postseason experience. I mean, Marcus Stroman is great, but I mean, the Blue Jays have been bad for a little while, so he hasn't been in the postseason.
Yeah.
They need that experience up there, and I mean, I like Tanaka, but you know, if you're in the postseason, you need that ace that you know will go out and get you a win. You know, the Verlanders, the Bumgarners, what Keuchel was a few years ago. You need that top end guy in the playoffs.
Unfortunately, Tanaka is the type of guy who goes out, he'll walk 5 guys and guaranteed to give up a home run.
Yeah, and he's so like he's hot and cold, and he's typically more hot, but when he's cold, man, look out.
Wintertime.
Yeah.
I guess we can move on to the Oakland A's. They sit in second place. Big need would be relief pitching. They acquired Homer Bailey.
Is it though?
Yay.
The A's will find somebody from the street and just start fucking performing out of their fucking minds.
Souls, you took my next line away.
I want them to trade Marcus Semien
Yeah.
to the White Sox.
Trevor Simeon.
No, I want them to trade him to the White Sox. They can have whatever.
I like it.
I want him back. I want to get the boys back together.
Make him play DH though.
No. I want him to play second.
There's a lot of errors in that middle infield.
That's not true because it's a shorter throw.
Kyle.
It's a shorter throw.
It doesn't matter.
It does because he didn't have those errors when he played for the White Sox.
He did.
No, he did not have. He was not anything nearly as bad as he was when he was on the. Kyle's gonna go look it up now.
No.
You're being an asshole. How much you talk about baseball? What do you get paid to do?
Kyle, why are you on Pro Baseball Reference?
Yeah,
Not a sponsor.
not looking it
I
up.
know.
Kyle, talk about the Athletics.
I think the Athletics need to stay put.
So Souls is right. The A's will end up finding some guy who's scrubbing the toilets and like, hey, why don't you grab a uniform there, guy? And
Because
he'll
Homer
go,
Bailey had a 5 ERA in Kansas City. We'll have a 1.2 ERA in Oakland.
So good on the A's for doing that thing, that Billy Bean thing that they do.
I feel like
They won't get anywhere.
I feel like none of this matters unless it's the Yankees, the Astros, the Dodgers, or the Cubs. Whatever happens, those are just going to be the last 4 teams.
This is true. Souls, it's your time to shine. The Phils, they sit in third place right now. Could probably use starting pitching. Pavetta has pitched poorly. Arrieta has been playing hurt. I think the lineup is good enough to win, but starters to go deep in games would be good.
They should find a way to get McCutcheon healthy.
That. And they need to get rid of everybody in that pitching staff, including the bullpen, except Nola. I think personally they need to go get a center fielder. Trade Hernandez, put Kingery at second. Hopefully get maybe like a Starling Marte or Whit Merrifield. Go get like a Robbie Ray or a Marcus Stroman. Maybe even both. But we don't have enough prospects to give.
I'm going to say, you got a lot to trade.
But
Merrifield would be great on the Phillies.
play center field and he can play second.
That's right. He could just go anywhere.
And Cap would love to do that bullshit, so...
All right. We're getting towards the end here. This is dragging on a little bit. You guys want to take a break? You just want to...
Finish it.
All
Almost
right.
done.
Pittsburgh Pirates, they sit in fourth place. Big thing they could use is prospects in general.
I got you.
Marte, Dickinson, Cabrera are going to be free agents. Lineup is hit well. Trade Chris Archer. My suggestion.
They're going to trade for Zach Wheeler.
Maybe.
You know why? Because it doesn't make any sense.
And we do need a home run hitter, so hopefully we get Josh Bell.
Now, who's the oldest guy on the team?
That's true.
Corey Dickerson.
There you go.
No, we'll get Milky.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what we want.
yeah, he was
That's
there.
so perfect.
Pirates need to trade anybody good. Or they need to trade their veterans for young starting pitching. Because all their starters have a 5 ERA. All of them. Every single one.
All of them?
All of them.
All of them. All right. The Padres, they sit in fourth place.
They can't do anything.
Could use prospects to bolster for the future. That's it. That's all I can do.
All their veterans are linked to long-term deals. The best they could do is trade Hunter Renfroe for another pitcher. He'll probably go to the Mets for Syndergaard. Another high strikeout, only hits home runs guy.
That's what we need.
Right now. Sorry.
All right, the San Francisco Giants, they sit in second/third place because they share a record.
Sell.
Prospects
Sell.
Back in it.
need bats. Giants in a rebuild.
Sell.
Bumgarner, Will Smith, the actor, Tony Watson, Pablo Sandoval, all free agents.
Not the linebacker.
Nope, the actor. So,
They're a tough team to figure out.
but
Sell.
those guys that will probably be on the move.
It is an odd year.
That streak is broken.
They
Sell.
could start it again.
Right now, all these guys have more value than they've had all season. Sell high. The Giants aren't going anywhere. They're just not. They're on a little hot streak right now, right before the deadline. That's the best thing that could have happened to them.
And they have Carl Yastrzemski's nephew.
Sell high on all these guys and get more than you should have for all of them, and play for the future.
Yep. Seattle, they sit in fifth place.
So, next.
Could use prospects. Need a rebuild. Pieces that can move, though. Mike Leake, Tommy Malone, D. Gordon, and Roenis Elias.
Felix
Elias,
Hernandez
rather.
still pitching?
He does.
He's hurt.
Trade him.
I'm sure.
Kyle would be so mad about that.
He ain't going anywhere.
Let
Who'd
Ichiro
want him?
go. Someone would take him.
Cardinals, third place. Could use some starting pitching. They're kind of
If you went to the Phillies.
a very
Same name. Bumgarner, Stroman.
underachieving roster in general.
Bumgarner, Stroman. Frankie, Ray.
Yep. Tampa Bay Rays, they sit in second place. Could use some relief pitching. Just
Jose Abreu.
bolster up. Think Abreu should go there.
I think that'd be the best fit.
Why do you say that?
They need power,
Just,
and he
Home run
plays
hitter?
pretty good first base.
all right. Just curious.
Joke's on you. He's going to play short.
All right, the Rangers sit in fourth place. Could use some pitching. Mike Minor and Lance Lynn have been solid. The rest have been very meh.
Trade Mike Minor to the Phillies.
And the bullpen has been meh as well.
Trade Minor to the Phillies.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Rangers are tough because they've been hitting pretty well. Just pitchers can't do anything.
Well, they were in second, like right next to the Astros. Then the Athletics somehow won 58 games.
Yeah. Blue Jays sitting fourth. Could use some pitching prospects.
Sell.
Yeah. A lot of free agents coming up. Pedro Strumman, Freddie Galvis, Justin Smoke,
Smoke.
David Phelps.
Smoke will
Daniel
also be
Hudson.
a Red Sox.
He could be. Could be. They like those power hitting first basemen.
This is true. And to round out our list, the Washington Nationals, they sit in second place. They could use some relief pitching.
Find a way to get a bat.
They have Fernando Rodney.
Trade for Bryce Harper. It'd be funny if they did, Kyle. And you know it.
Find a way to get a bat.
So those are the needs for teams going into the trade deadline. We'll see if anything moves. We think San Francisco definitely is a candidate to sell a lot. Seattle's a candidate to move a lot of pieces.
San Fran needs to.
So we'll kind of see what happens. Hopefully it will be an exciting trade deadline. It's going to be a very hit or miss. So, your headphone cut out there? Yeah,
Yep.
It does that sometimes. It happens to Mike Hatfield all the time. So, yeah. You guys want to take a break and stretch out?
I think it was me. I think I did that. I'll figure it out. We'll be back in 5 minutes here on PPRN Radio Network.
And now, back to getting sports with Drunk on the PPRN Radio Network.
Welcome back to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your host, the Riddler, and I'm joined by assholes. Kyle, go.
Hello. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, sir.
You
Thank
brought it. You introduced the second hour like this is the first.
Yeah.
All right.
So
What are you drinking?
now I'm back to Milwaukee's best because it's way better than that fucking piece of shit.
Save it for the review. Machcine, I also see that you made a bullpen move.
You know, I got one in the chamber, but it's also more of a hold it against my skin type thing.
Oh, so you're not actually going to drink it?
I'm going to, but like I said, it's
how
in the
far
chamber.
is that beer right there?
Mine?
Yeah.
About 2/3.
You got to start drinking more beer on the show.
You know, it's tough.
I refuse to believe you can't drink 2 beers on the show.
No, it's not that I can't. It's just I start talking, and then I always forget about it.
How? I drink mine while I'm talking. I'm drinking a bomber, and I'm probably 4/5 of the way
But
done.
I just forget it's there, and I'm like, oh god.
All right.
All right, Gilberto.
I have set up.
Oh, sorry, orangutan.
I have set up 3 separate quizzes for my fellow
Real quick, as an orangutan, what's your favorite drink?
Tang.
Good for you. Well, that's the orangutan was the monkey in the tank commercial.
I know, it was just
No, I think
funny.
it was a chimp, actually.
Was it?
I think it was a
Yeah, it
chimp.
was a chimp.
All right,
Weird.
anyway. So it's back to what you were saying? Weird.
I have not made, but I thought of 3 quizzes
Didn't think of them. Someone else already thought of them.
for
You did the research on 3 quiz ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Kendall, Paul, and Mako.
Say it with your chest next time, Mark.
All right.
Bum, bum, bum.
So how this is going to work? If they get 5 wrong, it's a shot because they should know these. Paul might have a little more trouble than you guys.
The pressure's on. Now I'm going to really screw this up.
I tell you, Kyle assumes that they're.
You have 1 guess for each team.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, man.
1 guess for each team. I don't want
Knowing
them to take...
my segment, fuck that. You know how many fucking scrubs were just lighting it up from behind the arc?
Okay.
Oh, my God.
It's going to be fun.
All right. Well, it's going to be fun. I know it's going to be fun.
Can I make a petition for mine? Since
What?
you claim mine's the hardest.
Yes.
Can I change mine to every 3 I get wrong as a shot, but I get 2 guesses?
Sure.
All right. Pass the bottle. I'm going first.
All right. So, I'm going to read them off.
That was a terrible slide. You'd be a bad
Do you guys
bartender.
I
want
didn't
to
want to do
know
it too hard.
right away when you're wrong or at the end of it?
I don't want to do fucking 7 shots in a row.
To back.
Or like every time you get
Line 'em
5,
up.
I'll say, that's 5 wrong.
No, just keep track of how many you get wrong. So, like, if the first team is the Atlanta Hawks and I get it wrong, which I'm going to, because I can't even think of anybody that would be leading what you're about to ask me, you just say, all right, that's 1 wrong. That's 2 wrong.
Okay.
That's 3 wrong.
All right.
Shot.
I wish I knew the shot stipulation while we were at the liquor store. Because I hate straight whiskey.
Well,
There's
it's not
a gin.
straight. It's not straight.
It's blended straight whiskey. It says it.
Well, it's technically on the rocks, though.
So,
It's not straight.
the category for Paul
Is absurd.
is 3-pointers made
In the big 3.
from each
Last year.
individual
I got this.
team. Like, who had the all-time leading 3 points made?
Yeah,
Right.
What players made more threes?
Yeah. We're gonna started. All right, we got the Atlanta Hawks.
Ah, boy. I feel like I should get hints. There's so many players I can't even think about.
This man played in the NBA.
All right, so Kyle, let's start it off the bat right now. Am I going to get this one right?
I don't think you'll get this one right.
All right. So we're going to start out strong.
I'll give you 1 hint.
No, I'm just...
I'll get 1 hint for each question.
I'm going to look up Atlanta Hawks all-time greats.
I like how the game goes.
No,
it
no
gets
hints.
watered down. Like, well,
hints.
all right. I'll give you 15 hints.
No hints.
I'll tell you who it is.
No hints.
I'm just looking up Atlanta Hawks all-time greats. It's not a hint.
Okay. Mark, how was your day today?
That's going to be your vamp, Kyle. Because my day was great.
Shut up. I hate him.
Well, you
Why do you
know.
All
invite
right.
him?
Lenny Wilkins.
He's a good.
Wrong.
Yeah, I figured. Second guess. God, I mean, I'm not gonna get it. So it's nobody that's played recently. This is like an old fuck, isn't it? Like we're talking like 80s.
Yeah, probably around there.
Dominique Wilkins.
Wrong. Answer was Mookie Blaylock.
This is terrible.
That's a
I'm gonna get the
cartoon
Bulls
character.
wrong. I know it. I know I'm gonna get the Bulls
Boston Celtics.
wrong. Larry Bird.
Wrong.
Was he one of those? Did he play when the 3-point line wasn't around? Like was the
Prior
first
to-
half of his career. When did the 3-point line get established? Can I have that information?
He played during that time, but it's not him.
Am I gonna get this one wrong too?
No, you should get it right.
I should get it right.
Oh no.
Is it Ray Allen?
Wrong.
Who is it?
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce.
Ugh, God, he sucks.
New Jersey Nets.
Paul Pierce also.
Jason Kidd?
Correct.
Hey.
We delayed the shot.
Yeah.
Correcto.
I forgot about Paul Pierce because, like, he's
Chicago
just-
Bulls.
Is it Ben Gordon?
Wrong.
It's not Ben Gordon. Is it Derrick Rose?
Wrong.
Who is it now?
Kirk Heinrich.
I knew he passed him, but I thought
That's a shot.
Yeah, see, I told you to get the Bulls wrong.
Captain Kirk.
This is going to be a real rough ride home for me.
Charlotte Hornets.
Kemba.
Correct.
Worth a shot.
That was going to be my guess.
Cavs.
Wow. Am I going to get this one?
Yeah.
Is it LeBron?
Yep.
Because he's like one of those, like, you think LeBron, but you're just like, this guy.
Mavericks.
Dirk.
Correct.
Did you see that guy played soccer the other day?
No.
He played goalie in a celebrity game. It was hilarious. He made a save, and then he tried to swim. He's the best.
Nuggets.
Am I overthinking it?
This one's in left field.
So I'm not overthinking it. No, not going to be him. He didn't play there long enough. Oh, boy, the Nuggets. It's so tough, man. The Nuggets, I just think of so many players. Like, I think of Carmelo. I know J.R. Smith did a lot of damage there. I know Wilson Chandler did damage there. I know Tyson Chandler did damage there. Not
Only
as a
Tyson
three-
Chandler.
See, they're saying, I'll just say it to appease them. Carmelo Anthony.
Wrong.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't. He said out of left field. Carmelo's at a center. How old are we talking? Like, what time frame? Did we watch him play?
Yeah, we watched him play.
All right, I'll tell you it is. It's Nougat Douglas.
Nah, he was a Jazz. Not that guy. The guy I was thinking about. Oh, man. Is it... I don't know, man. Dalino Gallinari.
J.R. Smith.
Fuck me, man. So is that a new one wrong?
Yeah.
All right.
I would have never guessed.
You got 4 wrong. Pistons.
Meta.
Never played there.
I know.
Did you?
Isaiah Thomas.
Wrong.
The other one that I can't remember the name of.
The
Joe
other-
Dumars.
The other Isaiah Thomas.
No, the guy. There's the other guy. The other guard that plays for Joe Dumars.
Warriors.
Steph.
Yeah.
Good. My next
DeMarcus
guess was going to be Dre.
Rockets.
Is it? I don't know if it is. James Harden.
Correct.
I wasn't sure. Kenny Smith made a lot of threes.
Pacers.
Reggie Miller.
Yeah. I know for a fact you're getting this one wrong.
Excellent.
Clippers.
Wow. Clippers.
I never even heard of this guy.
Oh, that's not fair. Okay, fine. Baron Davis.
Wrong.
Chris Kaman.
Wrong. Answer is Eric Plotowski.
Kamen.
That guy had liver spots when he was like 22.
Did you hear the answer?
Huh?
Eric Plotowski.
What the fuck is that?
It's Kelly Kapowski's cousin.
That's
Fucking
2.
put some respect on that goddamn name. She's hot.
Lakers.
Oh. Oh, stuff to Kobe?
Yeah. Grizzlies.
Mike Conley?
Yeah. Heat.
Dwayne?
Nope.
It's not Dwayne Wade?
Nope.
Ooh, is this one... Am I overthinking this one then?
I was overthinking, man.
Oh, Rice?
No.
Damn.
That's 3 wrong shot. The answer is Tim Hardaway.
Yeah.
His real name is John.
Bucks.
Michael Redd?
Nope.
Do I know this guy?
Yeah.
So I should get this?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna.
It's up to you.
It's not up to me.
It's up to you.
Why am I blanking so hard on it? It's not Ray Allen. He didn't play there long enough. Unless the Bucks were really bad for a long time. I don't think it was Charlie Villanueva. That guy looks like a raptor.
He was a
Ugly.
Raptor.
Looks like an ugly. He's such an ugly dude. Andre Bogut was a Buck. Then who did I guess first? Michael Redd.
Which is a good guess.
Yeah, right. It is.
He's
Yeah.
number 2.
Of course he is. I'm trying to think of like. Oh, Oscar Robinson? Nah, there was no threes then, was there?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna
He
say.
played in the 50s and 60s.
That guy was also a power forward. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, dude. I saw like this video of him being a point guard. I was like, really?
Yeah, for the longest time, I just assumed he was like a big man. But he was a point guard. It wasn't until the whole Russell Westbrook thing, really. I don't know. I'm blanking so fucking hard. It's got to... I don't know. I have no
Your
fucking
hint
clue.
is go with your gut.
Ray Allen.
Yes.
Is it really Ray Allen? Wow, they're terrible.
This is another one where you will not get it.
Excellent. Please tell
Timberwolves.
Wally Szczerbiak.
No.
I would have died if he was like, yeah.
Number 2 on this list is Kevin Love.
Wow. Yikes. All right. Do I know this guy?
Probably not.
Did he play in our lifetime?
I'm sure he did.
So, no. All right. Sam Cassell.
Anthony Peeler.
Where's Sam Cassell on the list?
Not in any of them.
You're gonna tell me Sam Cassell isn't
You
top?
have
You're gonna
one
tell me
wrong.
You're gonna tell me Sam Cassell's not top 10 all time in threes for the Timberwolves?
No. Maybe. Probably.
Yeah. What do you mean? No.
Pelicans.
Now, does this go back to like New Orleans Hornets?
Yes, it does.
Oh, that sucks. Is it a New Orleans Hornet?
Yes, it is.
Is it Chris Paul?
Wrong. Think of that team now.
Oh, Andrew Bynum.
Think of that team?
Think of that team. That's the hit I'm giving you.
I can't think of anybody else besides David West. And I know it wasn't him.
It was not him.
I don't think it was.
He doesn't know who he is.
Not a clue.
But I know you do. And you probably do.
I don't think Peja was there yet. Also, Peja wasn't that prolific of a three-point shooter. I don't think it was PJ Brown. Definitely wasn't Alonzo Mourning.
Could have been Alonzo Mourning.
It was not Alonzo Mourning.
Because it could have been.
Who the fuck was the shooting guard on that team? Oh, Jeremy Lamb. I don't know. I'm really blanking on it, so I'm just gonna go with Baron Davis.
Wrong. Peja Stojakovic.
Ooh.
It was Peja.
That's 2. Knicks.
Melo?
Nope.
I don't know.
See, the Knicks are one of those teams that's had so many good three-point shooters over the years. They just sucked. I know this guy, right?
Yep.
He's played not in our lifetime. Well, like he was bigger in like the 90s and 80s.
Yep.
Is his number retired?
Couldn't tell you.
Is he in the
Knicks.
Is he in the movie Eddie?
Couldn't
Whoopi
tell
Goldberg?
you.
Damn. Is it Walt Frazier?
Wrong.
Is it Clint Frazier?
Clint Frazier from A Short Time with the Knicks.
That's a shot, and it's John Starks.
I would have never got that.
Thunder.
Ray Allen?
No. Not Sonics.
So why do the Hornets count as the fucking Pelicans, but the Sonics will count as the Thunder?
Okay, well, either way, it wouldn't. I mean, I'm not going to say that because it's going to give it away. But.
It was so much getting to that. That point.
So does that count as a guess then?
No.
All right. Russell Westbrook?
No.
Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
I do agree that it is stupid.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
They're the same team.
Orlando Magic.
Trace McGrady?
No.
Jameer Nelson?
Nope. Dennis Scott.
Mm,
1.
this is hard.
76ers.
Corver?
Nope.
AI?
Yeah. Suns.
I'm going to bomb mine
Steve
so
Nash?
hard.
Oh, I am
Yep.
too. I'm thinking about it right now, and I just know I'm going to say stupid stuff.
Now yours is easy because I did yours, and I think I got like 22 of them right.
Blazers.
Dame?
Yep. Kings.
Peja?
Yep.
That guy leads 2 teams?
Yep.
He sucked!
He's good at shooting.
No, he wasn't that good.
Manu
There's only one other person that would make me more mad. Manu Ginobili for the Spurs. You can go ahead and take this, Kyle.
I was hoping it was going to be J.R. Smith for the Knicks, too. I thought that'd be really funny.
Wow. The only person that'd be more mad at being on this list than Peja Stojakovic twice is if Hito Turkoglu was on it once.
Raptors.
That's funny.
Oh. Kyle Lowry?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they haven't really had anybody notable for threes.
It's a rough one.
Nah, it's actually delicious. That's
See,
the problem.
I like how Solo's two-handed like a canteen.
Yeah.
I'm Canteen Boy.
Oh, Canteen Boy.
Cantina Souls. It's a
Ooh.
select menu
Jazz.
like Taco Bell. Jazz? Darren Williams?
Nope.
It's got to be Andre Kirilenko. I'll be so mad if it's him and I didn't guess it, but I don't think it's him. John Stockton?
Correct. You will not have to take another shot, Paul.
Yeah.
You're on the last one.
You can just blow it now.
Yeah.
Wizards.
Oh. Agent Zero?
Nope.
Good guess, though.
Active?
Can't tell you.
Bradley Beal?
Correct.
Should be Gilbert Arenas.
I couldn't imagine it being Karan Butler. So,
Now let's.
so how many did I get wrong?
I'm going to count
I think I took 3 shots.
Yeah.
So I took 3 shots. I got 10 wrong. So 10 for 30.
You were 19 for 30.
I got 11 wrong.
Yeah.
It's not the worst. It's like 60%.
It's pretty good.
God, if you had 11 wrong, then why at the end were you like, oh, you won't have to do another shot?
Because you...
If it was for every 3...
Well, I counted wrong, all right?
So then I get 10 wrong then. I got 10 wrong.
Yeah, 20 for 30.
All right, 66.
Yeah.
I like to make mine .666 because I believe in Satan.
All right. Mock.
What are you doing over there, Mark? You look like you're ripping some stuff apart.
Ripping up this...
Saving the turtles.
Saving the turtles.
Good for you. Good on you, kid. Because you did that, I'll take one of your shots for you.
Mock's
But
category.
now you have to do it every 5.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle's taking the first one. Paul's going to take one. So
No.
If you get more
Great
than
way to stay
10
in
wrong,
shape.
you're dumb.
Kyle, I'm sorry, but that's not true.
All right. Mock's got league leader home runs for each team.
Like, what do you mean league leader? Like all-time season
Like
leader?
franchise.
So who has the most home runs per franchise?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay.
Franchise.
I want. So all
You only get
all
one guess,
time.
though. You
Yeah.
only get one guess.
Yeah, I know.
Because mine was coined the
We're
hardest.
going to start off with the Atlanta Braves.
You know what pisses me off? If I didn't make that stipulation, I probably got a lot right on the second guess, though, so it's probably worth it.
Braves has got to be Hank Aaron.
Correct.
Wrong, Chipper Jones.
Oh, God.
Chipper
Too
Jones
much.
is third on the list.
Who's second? Anthony Rendon.
Eddie Matthews.
Who?
Corey Matthews.
Miami Marlins.
Hold on, real quick. It's funny. Sorry, not to interrupt, but he said Corey Matthews, and it made me laugh. Because today, unwarranted, Kyle's dad sought me out. I was in a different room. He came into the room. He stopped what he was doing, came into the room, and just asked me, without any warrant, just goes, "You ever watch Boy Meets World?" I was like, "Yeah." All right. And then walked away.
Someone's getting a new backpack.
Yeah.
I hope so. That'd be awesome. I would fucking lose my mind.
Birthday's coming up.
Yeah, could you imagine a backpack with Topanga nude on it? That'd be great. But like now Topanga, not then Topanga, because I couldn't wear it in public.
Hey, go to the
Miami
airport.
Marlins. Is it Stanton?
Correct. New York Mets.
Ooh.
I'll give you a hint. It's Lucas Duda.
Is it Piazza?
Nope.
Who is it?
Darryl Strawberry.
Really?
Yep. Philadelphia Phillies.
That's not fair. He was all coked up.
Philadelphia Phillies.
Schmidt?
Yep.
Pete Rose.
Washington National.
Harper?
Nope.
Who else would it be? Or does that count as like the Expos?
Yep.
Vlad?
You already got it wrong.
But it wasn't Vlad.
Yes, it was Vlad.
Oh, Kyle, that's bullshit. You
Wait,
didn't tell me it goes back to the Expos. You
Well, hold
dick.
on. You should have known that based off of my quiz.
Yes, but he gave
Kendall,
you the
that's the
heads up.
last time we're going to tell you teams go back to other
But he
teams.
gave you the heads
Okay.
up.
You don't have as many of those to worry about as we did, but keep that in mind.
Chicago Cubs.
Oh, the Lake Huron Cardinals. They were good.
Chicago Cubs.
The Decanter stays.
Oh, boy.
Hey, can we do a whole 3-hour show dedicated to the Chicago Bears because it's their 100th anniversary?
I'm amenable to do that.
Man, nobody else would, though. We'll do a special one, Kendall.
Chicago Cubs.
We'll do it at your house. Exclusively drink Chicago booze.
I have no idea.
We're going to get a keg of Bourbon County.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we would die. We would die. From financial reasons.
Kendall, you know the Cubs?
Is it Sosa?
Two.
Oh, it could be Sosa. Sosa.
Oh, I thought he guessed. That's not
No.
fair. Is it Sosa?
It is Sosa, but you get it wrong.
Kyle, I don't think I got it wrong. I think that makes up for you not telling me the Expos
I wouldn't
go
have guessed.
back.
I wouldn't have said something if I knew he hadn't guessed. I thought he had guessed already.
Reds.
Joey Votto.
Yeah, that's Votto.
Wrong. Johnny Bench.
Oh, that makes sense.
Wait, the guy from Dodger Films?
Yeah. Milwaukee
Don't laugh. You
Brewers.
don't know what Dodger Films is.
Oh, I thought it was the.
But
Dodgers
you,
thing.
Kendall, you
Prince
are definitely
Fielder?
somebody that would really enjoy Dodger
Wrong.
Films.
The answer is Ryan Braun.
Oh, fuck that guy. I hate him
That's a
so much.
shot.
Is that the guy that was like kicked out of the league for that biochemical thing?
I have no idea.
No, Ryan Braun was the guy that like had a giant press conference like, I am not using steroids ever.
Who was the guy that got kicked off the Brewers or came back to the Brewers? Like he was kicked out of baseball for like a while, and like he went and played in like Japan, and he came back.
Are you thinking of
Eric Thames.
No, is Ryan Braun playing today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he bad?
He's all right.
Is he playing for the Brewers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was this guy. Today's like the 5-year anniversary. I think that's the press conference then that he must have had. Because they said something about like biochemical thing that he was taking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, today's the 5-year anniversary of him getting banded from the league. And
Well,
like
he never got banned.
He wasn't banned. He had an 80-game suspension.
Or that's what I meant, like 80 game suspension, whatever. This is like the 5-year anniversary of that press conference.
I watched that live.
I was so pissed because I loved Ryan Braun, and that came out, and I was like,
Yeah, because they were talking about it on PTI today, and they were talking about like how he had like 5 straight years of 32-plus home runs, and now
he was insane.
he's only had 1 year of 30-plus home runs since.
He was insane. He was such a good player. Like, and he was a good dude. Had this whole big press conference.
That's crazy, because I was thinking about making that my toast to excellence. And then it came up.
Okay. Shot.
Kyle, the first one was on you.
All right.
I got a couple on the bank here.
No, just one, because I'm not taking one. I'll take one later with Kendall, though.
Pirates.
Privately.
Off Pirates?
Yep. Should get this, too.
Yeah, this is pretty easy. Even I know this one.
Is it McCutcheon?
Nope. What? Not even
It's
close.
Conseco.
Willie Stargell.
Jeff Canseco.
Who?
Willie Stargell.
Was that a like I wouldn't have got it, or like
I
I
don't-
don't know who that is?
Both.
You know who Willie Stargell is? I have his rookie card. It's worth a lot of money.
St. Louis Cardinal.
Pujols.
Wrong.
Really?
Stan Musial.
So I'm not envious of baseball. It's been around for a long
Arizona Diamondbacks.
Randy Johnson.
You know, when you said no, I was thinking McGuire, but
He's not even on that list.
really? Huh. Where are you getting your info? Diamondbacks. Edgar Martinez.
He was not even a Diamondback, sir.
Yes, he was.
He was a fucking Mariner.
I know.
I'm starting to think that Mark's just
It was
harder.
Luis Gonzalez.
Fuck that guy, too.
See, Mark, this is what you get for not watching enough basketball. You would have got the basketball one.
Oh, I would have been even worse at that.
No, but if you watched basketball, you wouldn't have been.
Yeah, it would have been. Because I've watched a lot of baseball.
Colorado Rockies. Don't go with the one I told you.
What?
Well, we were kind of talking about this on the car ride here, so now I'm trying to recall that conversation.
So you mean to tell me that you were told the answers prior to this taping?
No, we only talked about a couple of them.
This isn't taping. We're live
Oh,
here
man.
on the PPRN radio network.
The guess I was going to use, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to now.
Dun dun dun.
Rocky. Tony Gwynn. Going with it.
He was a Padre.
Oh, that's right. We were talking about a different team.
The answer is Todd Helton.
Oh, yeah, we talked about him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right. We're still in the running.
You're not going to get this one. Dodgers. I will give you a hint,
Clayton
and it's
Dewey.
way back.
Talking Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Jackie.
Wrong.
No, that's not fair.
That's another shot.
Who
I was
is it?
listening to the Bruce
Duke
Pritchard
Snyder.
podcast. He was talking about crime time and all the things.
Duke
And he was like,
Snyder.
yeah, JTG would have been a great wrestler, but he couldn't stay off the sauce. And I was like, oh, where's Kendall when I need him?
All right.
So,
Are you taking that shot?
you do the gin.
All right. Padres.
You could float the bourbon on the gin.
Is that one Tony Gwynn?
It's not.
Is it Gonzalez?
No. He's second.
That's
by
Mr.
2.
Padre you're talking about here.
Who is it?
Nate Colbert.
Exactly. Who?
San Francisco Giants.
Oh, yeah. Bonds.
Wrong. Willie Mays.
How?
646. Remember, Bonds played for 2 teams.
That's right. But he was juicing as a Giant, so.
Dude, you are so bad right now.
Yeah, Kyle, I told you I wasn't going to be good at this.
Baltimore Orioles.
All right, fine. We'll change the quiz up. Lowest ERA per team.
Orioles. Cal Ripken.
Correct.
Senior.
The third.
Boston Red Sox.
Guy drank so many beers.
I don't think it's him.
Yeah, don't go with that one.
My guess is
He played for like 3 teams.
it's somebody that can't speak English really well and got shot on purpose to come try
Is
to
it
spark
Ortiz?
the Bruins.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
Wrong. Ted Williams.
I should have known that.
I have a theory that David Ortiz got shot on purpose to try to spark the Bruins.
New York Yankees.
Babe Ruth.
No, Greg Bird.
Tampa Bay Rays.
Stinks so bad. Tampa Bay Rays.
Lucas Duda.
Yeah, it stinks.
Tampa Bay Rays.
So is that a pre-BLT?
Pre.
Wow.
I'm going to read you this
Is
list.
it
after
Evan
he gets
Longoria?
It is correct. So on this list is Carlos Pena, Aubrey Huff, B.J. Upton, and Ben Zobrist.
Oh my god, that list is hilarious.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Um,
How long have they been around?
you know, there's a name. I'm trying to pull the name.
Have they been around longer than 1950?
Blue Jays?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I don't
Aren't
think
they a 70s team?
I
I
think
feel
so.
like there is a chance it could be this person I'm thinking of. I feel like he's definitely top 5.
I'm blanking on it. I can picture his face.
Can I take a guess for Mock, but it doesn't count as a wrong guess if it's wrong?
Yep.
Is it Jose Bautista?
He's second.
I knew he was up there.
You know,
Yeah.
that's who I was thinking of. I couldn't think of his name. Who is it, Kyle?
You going to guess it wrong?
Yeah, it's Jose Bautista.
It's Carlos Delgado.
For the Blue Jays, really?
Yeah, the only time he was good.
My next guess was
Whoa,
Kevin
whoa,
Pillar.
whoa. He was good for 3 years with the Mets.
White Sox.
Canerco?
Wrong.
Big Hurt, dude.
That's
Oh,
another,
yeah, I forgot about him.
that's another shot.
Forgot about him.
It's the Big Hurt, right?
Yeah.
I'm really mad I got the White Sox one wrong, or right, but I got the Bulls one wrong.
Cleveland Indians.
Pedro Serrano.
Cleveland Indians.
Wild Day! I hate this fucking song. Sometimes when I need to be hyped up for work, I listen to that. Like, I put that clip on in the car.
You know who this is.
Oh, it's Francisco Lindor.
I know I feel like I should know it. I'm
Who we
He's a
talking about?
lefty.
Oh, it's got to be Jim Thome.
We're contenders now.
I wish they got him to play the Colonel of the
Oh,
KFC.
yeah.
We make chicken now. Did you see that KFC's putting out a sandwich with Cheetos on it?
I did see that.
I want that so fucking bad.
I
know
can't.
I know that I know it. I know that I know it.
He just said.
I wasn't really listening. I was thinking.
Man.
That was my best Kathy Coon. Sorry, Coon. It's Coon.
So real quick, just around the horn, who did you guys think should play the Colonel in the KFC commercials? Paul?
Oh, I was talking about Lou Brown from
Damn. I caught that part. I was hoping it was there.
I'll give you the answer, but you have to take a shot.
No. Because if I just get it wrong, then I don't owe a shot.
But how many? What's he up to right now? How many does he have wrong?
I just took one, so I'm fresh.
Right, so that keeps you fresh for another guess.
He has one wrong for the next set of 5.
I don't know who the Indians is.
It's
I-
Jim Thome.
Is it?
Yeah.
Foam.
I was going to guess Matt Stairs, but I wasn't sure if he was an Indian.
Jim
Not
Thome
even
was a
close.
White Sox. He was also a Philly. Kyle and I have jerseys. We don't.
Kyle?
Tigers.
I don't think they've had a home run in about 3 years, so this one's kind of tough. Is it Prince Fielder? No, it's Miguel Cabrera.
It's Alkaline.
Damn. It's wrong.
You're telling me that a little tiny fucking square on the periodic table of elements holds the most home runs for the Tigers?
Kansas City Royals.
You like that?
I did.
Actually, alkaline, I don't think it's on the periodic. It's an alkaline metal is the thing.
But
But,
you know what?
it's
Perez?
still good enough.
I give you credit.
George Brett.
Thank you.
Yeah. Fuck that guy, too.
George Brett, we're talking?
Yeah.
Remember when he
Minnesota
ran around the
Twins.
field?
Mauer?
Is that really a guess?
Thome.
Is it not Joe Mauer?
It's not even close to Joe Mauer.
I mean, he played for them for so long.
But this guy hit 560 home runs.
On the Twins?
Yeah.
Is he black?
Nope.
Ever seen Little Big League? When the kid owns the owner of the
If you get this wrong,
Twins,
it's another shot.
and Ken Griffey Jr. hits
It's
the
not Lou Ford, okay?
home run to knock them out of the playoffs.
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you not want to answer this one?
Hold on. What team are we talking about?
Twins.
Twins.
You may use Kendall for a hint.
I'm gonna steer you wrong, so don't even go. I'm a rat bastard.
Kendall, give me a hint.
I can't give you a good hint.
I know who it is.
I
His name rhymes with
I know who it is. No, don't do that. I know who it is because I actually love this. It's one of the best baseball names ever. Kendall knows who it is. He loves this name. I'll give you a hint. He's named after one of, don't think Mario, okay? Don't think Mario. One of the most famous Nintendo characters of all time. A Nintendo character that really sucks. Emphasis on sucks.
Jack Kirby.
Ah, Kirby Puckett.
Ah, I was close.
You're wrong.
It's not Kirby Puckett?
No.
Nah.
It's Harmon Killebrew.
Oh, that Nintendo guy.
Mock, you another shot.
Yeah, you don't remember Mr. Game & Watch's brother?
Mr. G-
So, Kai, I'd like to reiterate, the whole way here, you were like, you're going to be fine. I'm not fine.
You should be fine.
Is Kirby Puckett on the top 5?
Nope. It goes
I don't care. I don't care. I just wanted to know if he was
Jack
top 5.
Kirby's a name. I need to know who that is.
Houston Astros.
Isn't Jack Kirby from Anchorman?
Jack Lemmon was an
Houston
Anchorman too.
Astros.
Oh, Kendall. I'm going to kill your girlfriend.
Cal, is it Altuve?
No.
And I don't mean Rebecca, because you're...
Because that team was pretty garbage for a while.
It's Jeff
Nico.
Bagwell.
That makes sense. He's a Hall of Famer.
Nika Bliss.
Lifetime Astro.
Oh,
Take a shot,
it's
bro.
getting hot. in here.
How do I already have 5? I just got it.
Oh, so close.
You have 21 wrong.
Don't give me that look,
What I'm
Rebecca.
saying is I just did it.
Yeah, every 5. 5, 10, 15. That's 3.
Kyle,
You took 3.
I
I took
understand
one.
that. But I'm saying
5th was 20.
the one I got wrong before this, you told me to take a shot.
Don't worry,
dude,
Mark.
just-
I'm going to blow this NFL one so hard.
Angels.
Is that also Vlad?
No.
Was it Trout?
It's Tim Salmon.
It's pronounced Salmon.
Oakland Athletics.
Mark McGuire.
Correct.
That's my first one right in a while.
Seattle Mariners.
Griffey.
Okay.
Which one?
Shut up.
For which one, the Mariners?
Bum, bum, bum.
Texas Rangers.
Does anybody else think that the bald guy from...
Hamilton?
You guys here would be
Wrong.
the right ones. You guys know the bald guy from
that
Storage
Beltray?
Wars?
Juan Gonzalez.
Yeah.
You guys know the bald guys from Storage Wars? The
You
bald
are
guy?
done.
Yeah. Jared?
Yeah. I feel like he kind of looks like the Road Dogg from WWE.
He does. I just assumed it was the same person.
Mock
Kyle, how many did I get right?
went 7 for 32.
Told you I was not going to be good at this.
7 for 32.
32. There's 30.
7 for 32? That means that you should have had to do 5 shots. Or
Aren't there only,
4.
aren't there only 30 MLB
You
teams?
did take the 4.
Remember, Kyle did one.
You did 4 shots, though?
I know I did at least 2. Kyle went kind of quick.
So 2 more shots from you.
Yep. Get Kendall started.
Well, that means you got to do the gin then, because he's got to need the bourbon.
Well, it'll start moving.
Kendall,
not
you
gonna
ready?
Get 5 wrong.
I'm ready.
for a while.
No, I might.
Kendall's gonna get the first one wrong.
I stink.
Kendall is
So
the season
sweaty.
passing yardage leader from each NFL team.
So
Okay.
all-time season, not career, not for like not
Season.
franchise league, just single season record.
Okay.
Some of these are pretty pathetic.
Okay, we'll start with the Arizona Cardinals.
Okay. Let's go with Kurt Warner.
Wrong,
Is it Jake Plummer?
wrong.
Is it a guy who played in the 70s?
No,
Kevin Kolb.
it's Carson Palmer.
Oh my, really? Gross.
He threw for 4,671
400 yards.
4,671 yards in 2015,
Oh, good for him.
setting the mark of Neil Lomax. I don't know fucking know. Atlanta
Oh, you're
Falcons.
saying single season?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was emphasized several times.
I wasn't
Matt
listening.
Ryan?
Yes. Baltimore Ravens.
Joe Flacco?
Yep.
Yeah, let's give Kendall a really easy one.
Buffalo Bills.
Jim Kelly?
Drew Bledsoe.
Drew Bledsoe. Damn.
It's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Carolina Panthers.
Trying to think if he had would ever have a better year.
Tim Couch.
Rebecca, give this to your husband.
She just got so prickly in her legs when you said that because her hair is growing in.
Jake Delhomme?
Steve Berlin.
Damn.
Chicago Bears.
Good luck.
Um,
I'm gonna go ahead and let you know right now that the person that you're gonna name didn't like nobody in Bears history has ever thrown for 4,000 yards in a season.
So it's not our boy Smoke and Jay. Unless it is.
Do. It's not unless it is.
You want a hint? Can I give you a hint on this? Can I give you a hint because it's my team?
Nope.
I'm going to give you a hint anyway. You weren't alive when this guy was throwing the football.
Damn.
I got a hint for you. Think Seinfeld.
That's a good one. Good hint. Did he see the list? There's no way he knows that.
No, Kyle just showed me.
Yeah, I say there's no fucking way Mark knows that.
No, I don't know.
All right. I'm going to do a quick thing for you. You just guess part of the name.
Yeah.
What did I just do?
So you did Kramer.
The guy's name is George Costanza.
I don't know. Is the guy's name like random, like Jerry Kramer or something like that? Or
Eric Kramer. And you're going to get that wrong because everyone gave you a guess.
that's fine. I'll accept the shots.
It's 4. Bengals.
Bengals. See, a couple good years. So I don't think it wasn't Boomer. I don't think.
Fuck that guy. I can't stand Boomer Esiason.
Is it Dalton?
It is.
Nobody? No.
I heard you.
Oh.
Browns.
You know, Kendall will get this one right.
Is it Bernie Kosar?
Nope.
That's Tim Couch.
Ugh, no way. Is it Tim Couch?
Nope.
Is it Jake Delhomme?
It's Brian Sipp.
Oh man, never would have got that. What was
Yeah,
that?
that's a shot.
Oh my god, Brian Sipp. Give me his line.
Why don't you take a sip?
He threw for 4,132 yards in 1980. The next one was 3,725 by Baker Mayfield.
Kyle, I want you to let that one marinate for you a
That's
little
not
bit.
a good stat.
I want you to think about that later.
Dallas Cowboys.
I was just say Dallas Keuchel.
Romo.
Yep.
Now,
Broncos.
I'm pretty real quick. I'm impressed that you said that because when I was guessing these, I didn't have like the one guess thing. I know that Romo has thrown for a lot of yards, but I just immediately assumed it was Troy Aikman.
Troy Aikman. It's funny. Though he won 3 Super Bowls, he was kind of just
Emmett
like a.
Smith.
Well, I mean, you know,
X-Men.
I said Emmett Smith.
All right,
Broncos.
Broncos. Peyton Manning.
Yep.
good on you, kid.
2013 will be
Lions.
Stafford.
Yep. Packers.
Rodgers.
Yep.
No, it was Bart Starr.
Texans.
It was Brett Hundley. Who are we on right now?
Texans.
Matt
Oh.
Schaub.
Yep.
Ugh.
Colts.
Peyton Manning.
Andrew Luck.
Really? Had a better year in
Jaguars.
in 20. David Garrard.
Try the boat. Blake Bortles.
Bortles, really?
When he had that great year.
Oh, that was the,
No, when he had that slightly above average year.
that was the
Kansas
best
City
Jaguars
Chiefs.
year. Mahomes.
Yep.
Mahomes.
Chargers.
Rivers.
Fouts.
Dan Fouts had a bit. Oh, I guess so.
Rams.
Oh man.
Nick Foles.
I'm just gonna. See, I don't think he had that good of a year though.
Riveting.
Riveting radio here on PPR.
Man, I tell you, it is hot down here. I'm sweating pretty good.
Welcome to All Things Sports with Drunk here on the PPRN Radio Network.
Kurt Warner.
Correct.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh.
I wish I could have the Chargers back.
Mark, how do you think you would have been doing on this one so far? Better than baseball, but not good
I think I would have been doing better.
than Kendall?
No. I think we would have been close.
No.
Dolphins.
Is it that guy Marino?
Correct.
It's Marinara.
Vikings.
Marinelli.
Going to 10%.
Hurry up.
It's Brett Favre.
Culpepper.
Is that a Culpepper? 99.
I don't know, man. Patriots.
Bratty.
Yeah. Saints.
Breeze.
Yeah.
Breasts.
Giants.
Manning.
Yep. Jets.
It's a good one. Very good one. My boy Chad Pennington.
Wrong. It's shot, and it's Joe Namath.
Really? God bless that man.
So,
Testaverde.
I'm going to throw this out there. He threw for 4,700 yards in 1967.
Nobody has thrown for that many yards since the most run-heavy part of NFL
I
history.
can't believe that. That's unreal.
But I mean, they've never really had
No, but come on. But like, if we were playing this, if we were just saying that, if I had asked you honestly, who do you think's thrown for more yards in a season, Mark Sanchez as a Jet or Joe Namath? Would you honestly go Joe Namath without thinking about it?
To be honest, yeah.
No. Sanchez took the team to 2 AFC championship games.
I'm not saying, but they also had elite defenses in those. Like I would have.
Yeah, but you still have to
Sanchez.
score points.
I understand that.
You know-
but I would have said Namath over Sanchez.
He wouldn't have said Namath though.
I almost said Favre. Because even that time in New York wasn't good. Like, it's still better than
Led the league in dick picks that year.
You don't
Raiders.
know that.
Hey, that's unconfirmed.
He just led the league in public dick pics.
That's fair. That's fair.
Raiders.
Pretty terrible photo.
This is
too.
an easy one, Kendall. Don't overthink it.
Tavares Jackson.
Is it my boy Gannon?
That's right.
Rich Gannon.
Eagles.
Oh, yes.
Foles. God,
Nope.
it better not be somebody recent. Is it Donovan McNabb?
It is.
Good for you, Kendall.
I'm gonna
Steelers.
be mad. Is it Big Bad Ben?
No, Landry Jones.
49ers.
Good luck on this one.
So my gut would say Montana, but now everyone makes me feel like it's Steve Young.
Jeff Garcia.
Jeff Garcia? Jeff Garcia? Ew!
He threw for 4,278 yards in the year 2000.
Ew! That's disgusting. Ever seen the clip of Garcia talking about Krispy Kreme donuts?
Yes.
It's really weird. Makes me
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
sorry, I know it's far from the mic, but
Makes me uncomfortable every time.
Seahawks.
I know we made the joke for Jeff a long time ago, but I would really wish I had one of those like Xbox headsets because I want to lean back a lot, but the arm doesn't reach back that far.
It would be a pain. Well, we could do
That
it
one
this
you
time.
got to be real careful when you move it.
I don't know.
I have a
Can you
way
hear
we
me
can set
okay?
it up.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Did he say something about me
No.
with a vagina?
Peter yelled something upstairs. I don't know what he said.
He
but-
definitely said vagina.
Oh,
I heard
100%.
vagina.
Pulled pork.
Matt Hasselbeck.
Russell Wilson.
Ugh.
Buccaneers.
Man.
Is it also Jeff Garcia?
Damn. Bucks. Too bad Brad Johnson sucked.
Dude. All I'm going to say is don't overthink it.
You're going to eat a dub.
Buccaneers. God, when was the last time they were good? Brad Johnson.
Well, that's not really the question.
Yeah, remember, Jeff Garcia made the list.
Yeah, what if he made it twice? Jeff Garcia.
Would it change your answer if I told you that Blake Bortles might not be the worst quarterback on this list? The worst active quarterback on this list?
Oh, is it Fitzpatrick?
No.
I
The
don't know.
other one.
I don't know.
Jameis Winston.
Oh, he's the best season for the Bucks. What a pathetic franchise.
No, he didn't have the best season for the Bucks. He just had Mike Evans.
He had the most yards.
Still.
Tennessee Titans / Oilers.
Oh, yeah. See how he gave you the advance warning? Dick.
See, it's tough because, I mean, I want to say Warren Moon real bad, but I think Steve McNair really aired it out.
It's not Mariota.
Or Hasselbeck.
I'm just gonna say Warren Moon.
Correct. Last one, Redskins.
Okay. A lot of weird players have played here. Can I have a hint? Do you know this guy?
Yeah.
You do know this guy.
Does Mock know the guy would be the appropriate question.
Yes.
Is it Mark Brunell?
Kirk Cousins.
Oh, God, Kirk Cousins, really?
I would have
How
guessed
many did he
RG3.
get right? Just out of curiosity.
10.
16 for 14.
What?
No.
How did he get more right? Was there extra credit on his? He got 16 out of 32?
Yeah.
I did the best?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Kendall.
Got a 50.
All right. All right, now we're going to run it back. Mock, you're doing NBA. Kendall, you're going to do baseball. I'm doing football.
Can you remember the answer?
Same question. All right, I'm going to go first. Bonzi Wells. Take it right. No? All right. We're going to go to break real quick. We'll come back in the third hour. We'll play some fun stuff. We'll do something fun. I don't know. Mock's going to come up with something. Mock and Kendall. They're going to collab. They have 5 minutes to do it. Because in 5 minutes, Getting Sports with Drunk is going to be back live on the PPRN Radio Network.
And now, back to Getting Sports with Drunk on the PPRN Radio Network.
Welcome back to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your host, Cupcake the Riddler, and I'm joined by
Mock.
Sheen Washable.
Nope.
Nope.
Didn't know we were doing the names here.
It's not that hard. We do this every week.
Not after a break.
No, but you guys should still know how to introduce yourselves.
Muscle memory.
And
The Red Baron.
I
I do this in my sleep.
know you do. You also do a lot of other things in your sleep, like nocturnal emissions. Anyway, so this is kind of just a blah hour. We've kind of accustomed the third hour to the blah hour. That's how it goes in the summertime. Not a lot going on. Most boring sport in the world's on TV, and that's about it. So,
False.
no, cricket's way better than baseball. No, but I have a quick question. So, tonight marks a historic, I guess, yeah, call it historic. It's historic. A historic moment in baseball history. Tonight, the South Side Chicago White Sox are hosting the Miami Marlins. And it is the first night in MLB history that a team is implementing foul ball netting, foul pole to foul pole. What do you guys think about it? So the White Sox extended the foul netting. It goes from behind home plate all the way down to both foul poles on both sides of the field. This was after an incident a couple months ago where a young lady was hit in the face with a ball and had to receive surgery. And we've been seeing this kind of, I shouldn't say we've been seeing it more. It's just been getting more media attention lately. Happened with Todd Frazier as a member of the Yankees. It actually happened to Todd Frazier as a member of the White Sox. But anytime it happens, there's more media attention.
It should have been there a long time ago.
I mean,
So I'm more asking, like, so from a safety standpoint, from a fan, when you buy a ticket, when we went to the Pirates game for Jeff's, like, congrats, you're having a kid thing. I don't know what to call it. But, like, we signed, when Kyle and I were sitting together and we bought the tickets, there was a disclaimer saying that you are subjected to flying balls and bat debris during the game. And if anything happens, blah, 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 the Pirates are at no fault. So you sign these waivers that if anything happens. Now, granted, that is usually based more off of the fly ball or bat debris flying in and hitting somebody. Usually it's not the 87-mile-an-hour line drive off the bat into someone's face.
But I mean, that's just as...
No, I understand. No arguments there. Now, the argument has, and always will be, it's kind of like the windmill argument for people off of Martha's Vineyard. Not in my backyard. That's really the argument, is not in my backyard. I'm buying 3-figure price tickets to sit this close. I don't want a net obscuring my vision of the field. So, as fans, Kyle, I want your input on this as well. Get off the phone. Do you think that the safety aspect outweighs the obstructed view? It's not super obstructive, no. People buy behind home plate tickets all the time. But I'd be willing to bet there's a large amount of people that buy behind the dugout and down tickets because they don't have the obstruction of the netting and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And it takes away from things like catching foul balls and maybe a bat if it slips out, things like that. I mean, because if you catch a bat, it's yours.
That's right.
In some stadiums, not all stadiums. But what do you guys think?
I think it should have been there a long, long time ago.
So I don't necessarily have an issue with a net going all the way around, but I will say this.
I know the Mets talked about doing it last year.
I think it was definitely brought up. Now, I'm sort of in the camp that goes like this. There was a period of time when, we'll call it the infancy of baseball, where these things weren't implemented and, people pay attention to the game and watch it. Now, certain things have changed. I think a lot of pitchers throw harder. I think batters, swing harder with more, force and what have you. But I think there is a percentage of people who go to games and stare at their phone for 9 innings.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying those are the people who get hit, but I'm saying those are people that, have a better chance of being hit than those who are focused on the game at all time. Now, there are moments that I've been to plenty of games, and I've seen balls hit and not knowing where the ball went. It happens.
Yeah.
But I think if people were, going to the game to watch the game and not do everything else, then it wouldn't be a big deal, and you wouldn't need all these safety precautions. You can just watch the game. Ball comes at you, you deflect it. You do the human thing, though, the fight or flight technique. You put your hands up, whatever.
So you're against the netting?
I think so. I'm against the netting from wherever they deem as the point where the bat.
I think most people do it from the start of the dugout to the start of the dugout.
But generally, after
dugout to dugout.
Yeah, after the Todd Frazier one with the Yankees, almost every stadium went dugout to dugout.
Right.
And I'm using the Pirates game like you mentioned as an example where we sat on the first base line, correct? And
third base.
The third base line?
We sat on the first base line for the Phillies game this year.
Okay. And we sat, I don't know, 10, 11 rows down. It was fairly close. And, the signs were up. And we actually had a ball come our way. And I think a bat, too, correct? And did we have a ball and a bat both come very close?
Yep. Pirates are one of the stadiums where you have to give the bat back.
And everyone in our group was readily prepared. We saw the signs. They were watching the game.
And that was 7 fucking beers in.
There was no issue. There was no issue there.
But that's the thing. I mean, that's just kind of circumstance. I mean,
well, absolutely.
If you got a plate of nachos in your lap and you look down, it takes a half a second. I guess. I mean, the dugout to dugout thing, I guess, should be there regardless. I mean, down the line, the chances, I guess, of like that hard line drive foul, I guess, goes down somewhat.
Souls,
but I don't know, like.
Souls, you've been to more baseball games than any of us. What's your take?
I don't think they should be there. My opinion is it takes the view from the game. I don't.
Have you sat behind one of the nets, though?
No.
Because it really doesn't obstruct your view.
Well, my opinion is that it doesn't matter how old you are, just be ready. It's a baseball game. Anything can happen. Foul ball, home run.
My thing is, I'm a fan of it. I think it should be implemented league-wide. I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be up for discussion. I don't think it should be something that a team can do that other teams don't. I think every team should do it. And one of my examples is there was actually a fan at a AAA game, I believe it was a couple weeks ago, that was ready for it. They didn't have a glove. They didn't bring a glove to the game. They just came to the game to watch the game. They were sitting down the third base line. And a line drive came off of a bat foul. It came out at 96 miles an hour. And he put his hands up to block his face and broke every bone in his hand and his forearm right down from the wrist to the elbow. Shattered it completely. Now, that guy was observant. He was prepared, and he blocked his face. But it still caused him an absolutely excruciating amount of pain, and it was still very unsafe.
I understand. Like, of course, like, accidents can happen and this and that.
And even with gloves, not to cut you off, but even with gloves, there's a reason that these people are sitting in the seats watching the game instead of sitting on the field playing it. Somebody with their glove isn't going to field a line drive cleanly into their glove. They're going to get their glove up, but maybe not in time. And they're putting themselves more at risk because they're exposing themselves fully to try to get this foul ball.
Yeah.
And I understand. You sign a waiver. I 100% get that. But it's a waiver that doesn't need to existed anymore. It doesn't need to exist. The only thing you're eliminating from the game is the line drive foul ball for the fans. And anybody who's been to a live baseball game and has sat on those sides, any line drive foul ball that doesn't go into the stands, they throw it to the fans anyway.
Yeah.
That just means they got to throw it over the netting.
They roll it right under.
Right.
I went to a game at Fenway back in April, and we were sitting behind the netting. You don't see it. You don't see it at all. I mean, I'm sure if you're in the front row, but it's just a black netting. You don't even know it's there. And the same thing, like, yes, you should be paying attention. You paid a lot of money to go to a game. You should be watching the game. But again, you sneeze. If you sneeze at the wrong time, you're getting hit in the face. It's just to sit and have to pay, that much attention to where you can't turn your head at all without the risk of getting a 98-mile-an-hour ball to the face. You're there to enjoy the game. You're not there to play the game. You're not there as a player. You're a spectator. You're there to enjoy the sport. You shouldn't have to be on guard the entire game to where if you turn your head, you can potentially die as a spectator. It's when they first started talking, I had the same view of the view for the spectator, but you don't see them. You don't even know that they're there.
I mean, I've never sat in that position, so I mean, I can't speak on that. And I think you and Riddler both bring up excellent points. And I don't disagree with what you guys are saying at all. I guess I'm vying for the wrong reasons. I guess
and it's tough too because I mean, even having the netting there, it does affect the gameplay. Because I mean, how many times have we seen a fly foul ball be caught in the stands by for an out? If the netting's there, that kind of takes that away. But I mean, to kind of save someone's face, I guess it's all right.
Well, put it this way: not that people are always going to buy the tickets, and so this is kind of a dumb argument. But at the same time, it's like the people that are buying the tickets are what is driving up the continuously rising salary for these players. So without them, without fans, they don't make the money they make. This money is based off of revenue. For every sport, for every team, the driving factor is always revenue. Always 100% revenue.
Yeah.
It might not be team-based revenue versus league-wide revenue, but it's still revenue nonetheless. Because if fans aren't coming in to watch the games, then nothing matters. It doesn't matter how great your ratings are for a Monday Night Football game. It's with the seats, the asses in the seats. The people that paid to go watch it. Because you're paying pennies to watch a Monday Night Football game. In the grand scheme of things, of what it costs you to have cable for a month, given all the programs that are on that you could choose from on a random Monday night, it's costing you pennies to watch a Monday night game.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it's the asses in the seats that cost it. And granted, yes, people will always go watch the sporting events. If you leave, it'll be the next man up. They'll come and sit in those seats to pay for it and blah, blah, blah. But with that being said, a lot of those seats go to season ticket holders. And losing out on a season ticket holder versus a week-to-week or game-to-game fan buy, especially in the MLB, you're running a bigger risk of losing ticket sales. Season ticket holders buying all those tickets, regardless. So, I don't know. I just think baseball is the only sport where spectator safety is a major concern. It used to be in hockey, and it's been addressed.
They put nets up.
And it's been addressed.
So, a quick thing, I'm wondering.
I mean, you look at hockey fans that sit up in the nosebleeds behind a goal. They have to not only watch it from a distance, but then through a net.
Right.
And nobody's ever complained about watching it through a net.
And what did it take in hockey? A lady died.
Yeah.
She got hit with and she died
Intercede.
Enjoying a game. I get the, it just changes it, but
it's different because, like, for football and for basketball, there's no danger where you're sitting. The most dangerous thing football, there's no danger at all.
Basketball, there could be.
Basketball, the most danger you have is is one of these freak athletes, like especially Shaq, somebody who was always willing to sell out for the play, diving into the crowd. But he was landing, because of his mass, was landing on such a large range of people that it kind of broke the fall. But at the end of the day, that's the thing. He's not killing somebody by doing that. Could it happen? Sure, it could happen. But the risk is so much lower. Any of these people over the past 5 years that have been nailed by a line drive in baseball could have died.
Yeah.
The girl in the White Sox, the doctor literally said if this ball hit her an inch more to the right, it would have killed her. It would have slammed her nose into her face and she would have died.
Yeah.
And is that what it takes? Is that, as a fan of baseball, as a baseball player, as a GM, is that what you want to see? Like, we're not doing it. Not till someone dies. Because it's like, well, okay, that happened for the Mets and the Yankees and the White Sox, but that's never happened to me, the Padres. Well, do you want the first and only time it's happened to be somebody dying? No.
And I think we're seeing that more and more players are, because again, when this first came out, a lot of the players were against it, but now we're seeing, like you said, more media attention to people getting hit. So I think more and more players are being open to having a net.
The majority of the White Sox team was for it. They're very much for it. And the thing too is like you can even set the net back a little bit, so that you can still have a little bit of that kind of over the wall play, a little bit. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
But even so, I mean, to me, yes, I mean those can potentially be like big time outs in a big. But I mean, you're talking about having someone not
you're
get
talking
hit in their fucking chicklets.
you're talking about getting an out in a game, regardless how big this game is. You're talking about an out in a game, not life, a game. I understand these guys get paid to play and blah blah blah, but at the end of the day, it's a game. You're talking about an out in a game versus somebody's life.
Yeah.
There's no comparison. I'm for it, personally.
Yes.
I would be interested, and this is going to sound ludicrous because I'm comparing it so much to hockey, but plexiglass or Lexan, whatever, versus a net. Because there's no obstruction other than glare, rather than when you're looking through.
I'm telling you, when you're through the net, you don't see it.
Okay, well, I understand what you're saying, but have you sat in the front row? And that view is going to be different.
Well,
than,
a lot of times for
13 or 14
I mean,
rows
even
back.
dugout to dugout, the netting was always there.
I mean, the closest I've sat was when I went to the Pirates game.
Right, but what he's saying though is like
You're welcome.
I knew he was going to say it.
The seats from dugout to dugout around home plate always sell out,
And they always
Right.
had the netting.
and they've always
Right.
had netting. So I mean, they've never not had the net. I mean, they have, but like since we've been alive, there's never not been netting behind home plate.
I think the plexiglass, because the big thing that's really cool with baseball too, and I mean, I know sitting close, but the guys in the on deck circle, you know,
You can talk
you
to
could
them,
talk to
you could
if
BS
you
with
have
them.
plexiglass there, you're putting up a wall.
Well,
You know,
but
Well,
then it's not to say that.
the thing with plexiglass too is you're talking about stanchion installation. With the netting, all you have to do is run a wire from where you already
it's
existing.
rigging.
Right, you're just running a wire from where it's existing to the foul pole, and then you run the net across. That's all you got to do. That's it. There's nothing else to do. You're talking about installation of stanchions, which is expensive, and realistically, you're talking about increasing. You got to put the height up a lot more.
Of course, I understand that. But I guess the point I was trying to make is that you watch an NHL game, you attend an NHL game, and you sit that close. Other than when if the puck hits that glass at a certain point, and if it happens often enough, that's the only time that it scuffs. Every time, before each game, it's it's buffed down, it's clean. So it's never an imperfect image. The difference is it's outdoor versus indoor, and that to that degree it's different. But the point I'm making is sitting close would be an unobstructed view versus a clear versus net. I guess it's the only point.
I
I'm
think the
bringing up.
other issue with plexiglass versus netting is you have to think about someone. You have to think about a right fielder sprinting as hard as he can into foul
Of course,
territory to catch a
of
ball
course.
and running into plexiglass.
It'd be rough.
They're not wearing pads.
It'd be rough.
And in hockey, a lot of the times, if you're getting slammed into the boards, you're already near them. You're not getting slammed into the boards from 10 feet away.
Right.
Have
So-
they started wearing pads?
All have to wear the umpire padding. But I'm for the netting. I mean, the thing is at the end of the day, I don't give a shit how much you paid for a ticket. I don't care how much attention people argue you should be paying to the game. You're going to the game for a fun experience.
Exactly.
That's what it's for. It's for fun. And to have all that go away because of a rogue foul ball is for a fan is a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, the girl that got hit with Todd Frazier, she said, "I'll never sit in the lower decks again." She goes, she goes, unless they put netting up, I'll never sit in the lower decks again. The fun of going to the game isn't worth the risk of getting hurt like this.
Yeah.
When I was a kid,
Plus, imagine being the player.
that's what I mean.
When that happened, it was the Yankees, right? He was a Yankee when that happened.
Frazier,
Yeah.
when he hit the little girl, yeah.
That took the wind out of the sails of that game. Completely out of the sails of that game.
Yeah. No, I agree.
When I was younger, we were at a New Haven Ravens game, Dodd Stadium. I was out. I remember we were on the third base line out towards right field. The girl in front of me took a foul ball right to the mouth.
Oh, man.
That was pretty gnarly. If she wasn't there, I was catching it right in the beans. It was, I guess, better her than me, but I remember she had braces, really jacked her mouth up. Funny thing in the whole, her friend picks up the ball and she's like, "Oh, I got the ball."
I'm for the netting.
Yeah, me too.
All right, on to Souls. What do you got, Mock? Or Kendall and Mock?
We came up, well, I looked up a list, but we're going to give Kyle a little beer quiz here. And can Kendall have the paper? Are you able to keep track of how many got wrong?
Yeah.
All right.
Here.
Because I'm chop liver.
Or Paul.
Okay, give it to Paul.
Just anyone.
I got all this gear here.
That's true. That makes more sense.
Might as well give me the fucking private stock, or whatever they want to call it.
Kyle, here's the thing. I'm not going to be mean. I've looked through over the list, and...
I have a pen.
Okay.
Do you think I'm targeting you?
I'm not targeting you. These are ones, honestly, these are ones that you should know. Not only from the show, but just from being a person.
Commercials, stadiums.
How much professional sports do you watch?
A lot.
And how many beer commercials are on during those sports?
A lot.
So those are the ones we're shooting for. I'm not going to give you like a Nebco
What's
logo.
First one's Nepco.
No, it's not. But their slogan is "Drink it, it's good." You should know that.
Don't.
I know. I'm being funny. All right. So the first one I got here, the slogan is "Head for the mountains."
Coors Light.
Incorrect. Bush was the correct answer.
Nope.
There's a lot of these that have mountains involved.
Seems to be the beer theme.
Now, if you get this one wrong, I won't count it, but I think Kendall will know it, so I want to ask it. The ad slogan is, "The beer that made Milwaukee famous."
It's not the one in front of me.
It is not. I was going to say, don't go with your gut.
Uh,
I don't think you'll know it. I just wanted to add it because I think Kendall will. If you guess it, I would be amazed.
You should guess it. Oh, no, never mind. Different beer.
say it again.
The beer that made Milwaukee famous.
Kyle, what beer did your grandfather drink?
Peels.
Yeah, never mind. Don't go with that. It's not that. I know what it is, but... Because my grandfather drank this beer.
Yeah.
This was the first time I ever got drunk at the age of 13.
Sangria.
Sangria. That's like my Matt Stairs guess. Kendall, do you know it?
Kendall's never had this beer.
I don't think I've ever had this beer. I don't.
Paul?
Schlitz.
Yeah. I thought you would have known it. I'm
No.
sorry.
0 for 2.
The king of beers.
Budweiser.
Yeah, Soul's on the board.
This is false. That should be Bush.
So, there's a few here that are kind of funny. It won't slow you down. Yeah, it's so stupid. But the big one, the coldest tasting beer in the world.
Coors Light.
Bingo. A better beer deserves a better can.
You know, I've heard this. And I'm trying to picture it.
It should be Red Dog.
You're so right, but I'm sorry. It's Heineken.
I didn't say it.
Oh, you said Red Dog. I'm sorry.
I said it should be Red Dog.
I apologize.
Heineken.
All right.
We'll give it to him.
It starts here. I am Canadian.
Ooh.
Who gives a shit? It's Canadian.
Come on.
Red Stripe.
It's the Canada of the South. Red Stripe. Caribbean Canadian lager.
Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here. If
Is
you
this
want
the
to,
same beer?
no.
We didn't go over the other beer, did we?
Oh, I'm sorry. The other one was Molson.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here.
Bud Platinum.
You're not far. But if you wanted a follow-up hint, I could have given you one. Dilly Dilly.
Bud Light. That was going to be my guess.
Well, that one's really easy. Tastes great, less filling.
Not this one.
I want you to think.
Think Vito.
I was going to say Angeli.
Miller Lite.
Yeah.
That's funny.
The champagne of beers.
Miller High Life.
Yeah!
I don't recognize this slogan from this beer, but it says, sooner or later, you'll get it.
I don't know.
Should be Red Dog again.
Should be Red Dog again.
I'm trying to think,
When was this article posted?
I don't know. I don't want to scroll all the way back up.
Say it again?
I know what this one is.
Sooner
But
or later,
I'm also very
you'll get it.
skewed because I've worked in the industry. I have signs of this, and there were signs of this up in the upstairs portion where I got the Winston sign. I have a neon that says it, actually, in that store.
Dos
I don't know.
Equis.
Wow!
Good for you, Celeste. Wow.
That should be a win right there. Just all across the board.
This is another one I think Kendall will like. Our hand has never lost its skill.
To be one of these people who give these slogans.
Also, blank, America's oldest lager beer.
Yingling.
No.
No.
You know,
Yingling is America's oldest brewery. The oldest lager beer, though, is a Kendall favorite.
Sam Adams?
oh,
Kendall?
What is that? What?
Hams.
Nope.
It's hams.
It's not Hams.
Riddler?
Oh, it's Schaefer.
Yep.
Hams.
Is that 5 wrong?
You know, I was thinking of
No, you're at 4 right now.
I wasn't counting, to be honest.
You're at 4 wrong, 5 right.
I was thinking of Ham's best. That's why I was.
What?
Just remember the joke we
Yeah,
had?
I know,
Just because it popped up. This one, it's beer. Hooray, beer.
I don't know this one, but that sounds awesome.
How cheap is this beer?
Let's just put it this way. You've mentioned this beer before.
Am I looking at it?
No, you're not looking at it. It's probably one of the grossest beers ever, though.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
The grossest beer ever is Hams.
That's
No.
not true.
It's gross. It's way more gross than Hams. It's an import beer.
From Canada.
That's right, White Stripe.
Go with what Kendall said.
Is it Red Stripe?
Yeah.
Miles away from ordinary.
Keyword: miles.
Away from ordinary.
Miles away from ordinary? Your hint doesn't help me.
It's pretty. Think about miles away.
I
A beer made far away from.
I
shouldn't
wouldn't
say that.
be I wouldn't be mad if you consulted Coach Gruden.
John, what do you think?
It helps if you look him in the eyes.
He didn't answer.
No, look him in the eyes. I promise you, if you look him in the eyes.
John.
Actually, you know what?
I wish this was on Facebook Live.
I wasn't talking to John. It's Corona.
Oh, that was so
I
funny.
wasn't even thinking of that.
Now, I gotta tell you, this one's hilarious. I don't know if you'll get it because I wouldn't have gotten it. It says, looks ugly, tastes great. Do you know it, Paul?
Of course I know these.
I've never heard this one.
Tastes great.
Now, this is for when it was in a plastic bottle. Think Jeff Martin. And it's not Guinness.
Think more Lenny Martin than Jeff.
All right.
Miller 64?
Think fancy.
Chalice.
Think of a fancy shit beer.
I don't know. Mr. Martin drank a lot of Miller 64.
Fancier than Heineken.
Nothing fancier than Heineken.
Yeah, there is.
The answer is Stella Artois.
Not fancier.
They came in plastic bottles to be for the beach, and the plastic bottles look terrible. Because the logos, the plastic or the wrap on the logos wouldn't stay. So they tried to imprint the logos on the bottles originally, and it came out terribly. But they were just like, what if we just say it looks ugly and tastes great?
He who thinks Australian drinks Australian.
Foster's.
Yeah.
Solzy boy.
He who thinks he's Australian but is from Canada. I can't believe nobody else has ever tried the oil can, though. It's pretty amazing.
Kyle, I'm going to throw this one out there
Leave me on the show.
just because I like it.
on the show?
No, like
people making it.
yeah, like distributed in oil.
The world's first golden beer. I put this because I liked it, Kyle.
Have I seen you drink it
Yes.
recently?
How recent do you want to say?
Like the last couple parties?
No.
Okay.
This is not a beer that I would have had at one of the parties.
Is it Iron Steel?
Iron City Brewing. You're talking
There we go.
about?
This is a beer that I usually only get in limited supply at certain times.
Have I had this beer?
I think so.
Kendall, have I had this beer?
I think you've tried it.
So the beer I think it is, I'm not sure if I know it anymore. Because the beer I think it is, did I just say it?
Yeah.
Is it Extra Gold?
No.
No. What a perfect name for that beer.
Couldn't tell you.
It is the Pilsner Urquell. I threw it in there just because it came up and I like it.
I don't think I've ever had it.
I think you tried it on the
we
show.
Had a tasting.
Put it this way: whenever the word "world" is in there, it's not American.
Let's see here.
This is the world's worst beer.
America's world-class beer.
Again, country. From Brazil.
No, it's America. It says America's in it.
World-class
You
beer.
didn't say America.
I did.
You did.
Re-say it.
America's world-class beer.
This is a terrible beer.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Have I had this beer?
No,
No?
he's never had this. We've never exposed him to this.
Does it start with the letter D?
I'm going to tell you this right now. I think Kendall's only had this beer maybe 2 or 3 times, and it was when I prepared him an authentic version of a traditional beer drink.
Paul, I don't know if we're on the same page.
So if I were to take a guess, this is a shot in the dark. Is it that Abitas or whatever?
No.
No. Is that Abitas? Is that right? Is that the name of the
Abita?
Abita?
Say it.
Is it Ballantine?
No. Samuel Adams.
Wow, that was Ballantine's logo way before it was Samuel Adams.
Oh.
So yes, I've had it.
That's what you were saying. I was like, wait. I'm confused.
That was Ballantine's logo in like the 50s.
Oh.
Because that's
Did
why
they
I
buy
said
them?
that's why I say Ballantine's because no, they didn't buy Ballantine's. Was because Kyle's never had it, but I've made Kendall try Ballantine's when he tried the traditional Dark and Stormy.
It's true.
Because the traditional Dark and Stormy is Ballantine's and
I've lost weight sitting.
I don't remember.
Oh. Paul, just because it happened to come up, it says Ballantine's beer. When you see the 3-ring sign, ask the man for Ballantine.
Lame.
So there's that. Looks like I hit the end of the list, but I got one more. We'll cap it off, Kyle. Out of the darkness comes light.
Walkie's best.
Wrong.
Right.
Think Jeff. And
Guinness?
hit it on the head.
Guinness.
Yes.
Can't but know that the best beer wasn't in that.
I was really hoping it was going to be on the list, and then I was hoping you were going to get
hold
it
on,
wrong.
I got one more. Beer slogan is You are your own dog.
Red Dog.
Yep.
The best beer ever.
It's so good.
It's not though.
It is.
But here's the deal. I think it is, but it isn't. And this is what I say. Red Dog is the sheets of beer.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, I think if there's one beer to bring a friendship together, I think it's Red Dog.
You want to know what's fun? After the grad party a few weeks ago, we thought we finished all the Red Dogs.
Don't tell me this.
I found 2 during the cleanup
Oh my god.
in the cooler, and it was the best thing ever. Because guess who got to drink them during the cleanup?
Marissa.
Just stop it. I drank like 30 beers, and damn.
All right. What else we got to talk about?
Think that's about it.
Nah, we got like 20 more minutes. Yeah, we started late. No, we started at 20
Well,
after.
According, if you want to keep it to Spreaker, we got about like 13 minutes. So
Round that up to 20.
So, we can talk about a few more things before we gotta wrap it up today. Oh my goodness. It's kicking us out already. Well.
I've lost weight.
As per usual, the offer to drive you home, Kendall, stands.
Well,
What time you got to work tomorrow?
I am off tomorrow.
So here's the deal. You can come back to the house with me and Kendall, or Kyle. We can chill and watch some ridiculous YouTube videos. Maybe watch Before the Storm.
I have to go back and get it, though.
All right, well,
No, we get it on YouTube. It's not a problem. I
Right.
know exactly where to find
and
it.
then tomorrow I have to be in Westport for 9.
Oh,
So I'll drop you off in Milford on the way.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
All right, sounds good. So Kendall's riding with us, Kyle.
You know the thing I miss the most is the fast food. I haven't had fast food in
So
so
just
long.
fucking go.
Kyle and I get it every Monday night.
I know.
He makes me stop at McDonald's. And he always gets something different, which is like the worst thing. What do I want tonight? I'll get a 20-piece in a McDouble. Next night, I want a vanilla milkshake. That's going to sit well. My beer.
You live in a
we still on
fucking
YouTube?
street where there's so much fucking
Facebook
fast
and
food
YouTube,
restaurants.
That's true. Ardmore Ave
We
has
went on
so much. Let me ask you a question, Kendall. I'm going to ask everybody a similar question. Okay. Kendall, I want you to tell me right now, in all honesty, no joking, like no like being like a douchebag about it.
Yeah, no problem.
Who is your current favorite Atlanta Brave?
Wally Ponders. Hello, Marissa, tuning in.
Oh.
Not sure where because Facebook froze, but
Well, unless Facebook came back, I still have it going.
I turned it off.
I turned it
so
off,
it
too.
must have jumped back
Maybe
in.
we can,
Who's your favorite Brave?
I guess like a Cunha,
Yeah.
I guess.
Kyle, who's your favorite
I got no
Raven?
reason to-
No joking. No joking. Being serious.
I don't know, they all left.
Well, who's your favorite Raven right now?
Jimmy Smith.
Okay. Mock, who's your favorite Cowboy? Can't say Jason Witten.
Why? He's a cowboy.
Man, I just can't because I said it before you said Jason Witten. That's why.
Because you know what? It's the perfect
Zeke?
cop-out answer.
Is it Zeke?
No, it's not Zeke.
Is it Travis Frederick?
That's a good
Sure.
answer. It's a good
I
guy.
can do that.
That's fair.
Who's your favorite Packer?
Mm,
And you can't say Mason Crosby.
I wouldn't have said Mason Crosby because I hate him almost more than I hate the rest of them.
But you can say B.J. Raji. We'll give you that. He had national attention.
You're now going home with Rebecca. I don't know. Probably. I don't know. That's tough. That's a tough one. Because, like, the guys I respected or, like, cared about are gone now, like, over the years. Like, I mean, I always had a soft spot for Donald Driver and Charles
good.
Woodson. And, like, Clay Matthews I respected. But, like,
I'm not laughing at you. The picture came up.
I don't know. That's tough. I don't think TJ Lang is a Packer anymore, right? Isn't TJ Lang a Lion now?
You know, I have no idea where
Kyle,
he is.
TJ Lang's a Lion now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a tough one, Kyle. That is actually that's a tough one.
Is it Jahari Alexander?
No. I don't know. I'd have to look at the roster. I really would. I'll look at it right now while we do some beer reviews.
Is it the long snapper?
So why don't you tell us about your beers that you had today?
So I had the
And the bourbon.
Tinker Truck Sour Series Passion Fruit. Fuck that. Then I went to the back end of my bullpen because we were down by so much. Milwaukee's best. Didn't do much better.
Why?
I lost.
Oh, Adrian Amos.
No, you can't do that.
No. You didn't give me the specification beforehand.
Non-ex-Bear Packers.
Okay, you
Just did it.
doesn't work.
Can you just say Aaron Rodgers so we can move
It's definitely no.
on?
Mock, how was your beers?
The Brooklyn Brewing Summer Ale was, I'd say, average, but definitely drinkable. I mean, it was nice because it was hot down here, so it was definitely on par.
You know, I gave you your book.
You want to know something? I knew that you did, but I forgot it was behind the iPad.
Big middle finger to me.
But no, the Summer Ale was very good. I mean, obviously, we're in the middle of the summer here.
Clearly.
Yeah, it's about 7 million degrees in here, but it was a very light-bodied beer. I enjoyed it. Followed it up here with a Busch, pretty much as per usual for the show. Usually, everyone starts with something and ends up with something cheap.
All right, Mercedes Lewis.
All right.
Just had to find a player you didn't hate.
I was just going through the depth chart, and he just happened to pop up. I didn't want to keep going.
But yeah,
Nick Williams, I'll give it to, or Nick David,
Busch is
Davis Williams.
Always good.
Nick Perry?
No, I'll find it.
He's not there anymore.
So, Red Bear.
Bear. So, from our trip to Black Hog this past Saturday,
Mike Daniels.
As the recording of tonight's show is Monday, July 25th, 2019. For you guys keeping score at home. It's the 23rd, by the way. Screw that up. 22nd, actually.
I'm pissed. I forgot my fucking beverage journal at home. I gotta keep this fucking bottle now.
It says the date wrong 3 times.
I gotta keep this fucking bottle now.
That's August 7th.
As it is, July 22nd, 2019, according to my book here, not the computer that's an hour ahead of everything we do, I had the barrel-aged Busch Pig Saison 2018 from Black Hog, Connecticut. Oh my god. We picked it up. That was a fart. It wasn't someone like sitting on aluminum foil.
What's more
That was a
important is
fart.
that we all missed Kendall say Black Hog, Connecticut.
No, Black Hog in Connecticut.
You didn't say in.
Black Hog.
Oh,
Connecticut.
man.
I don't know what the percentage of this beer is. This bottle is number 14 of 192 produced. It's about $25-ish, depending on, when you buy it. It's kind of
It's a brewery release only, so the price...
It's a fluctuating.
Yeah, I mean, probably somewhere in the $25 range, though.
Yeah. Ambery color. This is interesting. So I haven't drank too many Saison. I'm not even know if I'm saying it right.
Saison.
I've had them before in the past, but I haven't had a lot of them.
Season.
Season, yes. Aroma is kind of like an earthy floral. The aroma and flavor. The thing is, it reminded me of very much a lot of sours I've had.
Saison is similar.
It's very crisp tasting. Very
a lot
easy,
of those earthy, skunky type vibes.
Very easy to drink. It's awesome. It's kind of refreshing. I almost wish that it was actually a little colder. I don't know if it's preferred drinking at room temp or whatever. I know it was stored room temp, but I enjoyed it a lot. I give it 3 stars, and I would say sure, would get it again. And I finished with a Busch. We won today. We win every week. I'm undefeated.
All right, I started off with the barrel-aged granola brown ale from Black Hog Brewing in Oxford, Connecticut.
Granola.
Our friends at Black Hog Brewing. It was absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't had the granola brown ale, the traditional one, get out from under the rock you're living on and go get it.
Yeah.
Your local packer store should have it. It's a teal-type can. It has a silhouette of a figure hiking on the mountains.
Would I like it?
Yeah.
You probably would.
But the barrel-aged one had a little bit more kick to it. A little more emphasis on the granola portions to it, which kind of give you those raisin notes, a little bit of the oats. Very flavorful. It was not too boozy by any stretch of the imagination, which is something you tend to think of when you think barrel-aged. It was really good. I'd give it 4.5 stars, and I will buy it again.
Now, is it like bourbon barrel? Like what? Or it just
I don't
says
remember.
barrels?
He just says barrel-aged. I don't remember the barrels he said it was aged in. We'd have to talk to Tyler, the Lord of Liquid over
Now, I
at Black
remember
Hog Brewing.
when we went to Litchfield.
Probably bourbon barrels.
When we went to Litchfield, didn't they tell that they give barrels to Black Hog? I believe.
I think they did mention that. I don't know if they didn't mention what, but
Yeah, this is the 17 vintage, so probably not Litchfield barrels. Maybe the 2018 vintage was.
Yeah.
But still, very good. I believe when we purchased this one from Black Hog on Saturday, there were only 3 bottles left. So the 17 vintage, I can't compare it to the 18 because I didn't have the 18. I will get it next time we're down there visiting our friends at Black Hog, just to have something to compare it to. When I get home, I'm going to write down my notes on what I thought of this. I wrote them down on my iPad so I don't forget. But it was very good.
Diligent.
And I can't imagine that the 18 is going to be worse. Might be a little more boozy, but not worse by any means. I would definitely get it. And then I finish off with some Bush. Machcine, where can they find us?
Be
And
sure
Bush.
to find us on Facebook and Instagram at Getting Sports with Drunk. Twitter is GSWD_4.
Make sure to use the hashtag GSWD for all your daily uses, whether it's ripping ass or
Sweating pigs.
hogs.
Subscribe on Podbean, iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, and Spotify.
Where you find podcasts and internet radio stations, you find us.
Almost said Google Play twice.
say it twice.
We're here every Monday night from 8-ish to, when we finish. Here on the PPRN Radio Network. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night to the Peter Pino Show from 7:30 to 10:30. Download the PPRN app. Right?
Yep.
Kendall? You're giving me a blank stare over there.
Well, we're doing something different now.
That's right. We got the new format.
New format, so we're not doing the app, but we're doing subscriptions to PPRN on Spreaker. So
That's
go
right.
do
Do they
that.
cost money, Red Baron?
It is free.
It is a free subscription.
Head over to Spreaker. Subscribe. You'll find us on there.
That's right.
All the PPRN content. Check it out.
Make sure to tune in or look for the Black Hog episode, which is up now. Where can they find
It's
that?
up now. You can find it on Facebook. If you follow us, you're going to find the episode.
It's got posted through Podbean, so it's on all of our streams. You'll find it on iTunes, Google Play, iHeart, Spotify.
So find the Black Hog Show. Tyler, the Lord of Liquids, over at Black Hog. Great guy, great brewery. He talks about a lot of upcoming events they have, including the Dog Days of Summer. They're going to have their 5-year anniversary coming up. They're doing not a tap takeover, but like a bartend takeover to help with cancer research. They're doing all kinds of great stuff. They have a bunch of new beers on tap over there, including Mermaid Tears and their new raspberry lime seltzer beer that they have, which I highly recommend. I'm not really a big seltzer person, but 2.2% drinks like a beer, drinks like a seltzer, whatever you want it to be, it is. So
Tell them we sent you.
Yeah, tell them you sent us. Our cards can be found on the barrel by checkout. Stickers, cards, whatever. The third cave on the left is the Getting Sports Drunk Hog Hut. It's official. We're gonna get signage made for that. But yeah, make
Still
sure
in
to.
production.
No, it's already underway.
All right.
It's already underway as of today. So yeah, make sure to go check out Black Hog at Oxford, Connecticut. Sit in the Getting Sports Drunk.
Do
Hog
not
Hut.
use Google Maps for the GPS.
Yeah, Waze. Waze is the way to go.
But yeah, check them out.
Yeah. But for all of us here at Getting Sports with Drunk, we thank you for tuning in to another amazing live edition of Getting Sports with Drunk. Be sure to tune in next week from 8-ish to 11-ish to find us again. But until then, I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler.
I'm Mock.
Machcine Washable.
Nope.
I'm a orangutan.
And I'm the Red Baron.
Yeah.